This episode brought to you by My Anus, which, like this movie, is a hard target. But don't let that discourage you. It's still doable.
Hey everybody, get your slow-mo on. We're watching Hard Target, and you're listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are back at ya one last time. And by one last time, I mean one next time. We're doing this more and more and more.
Oh, yes.
But if you think it's the last one, everybody tunes in.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you're like, fuck it, it's like all these shows that have come back now, like Will and Grace and Roseanne, all these different ones. Mm-hmm. They had their big farewell and everybody watched it, and now they're like, fuck it, we're coming back.
We're coming back. Like Kiss's final farewell tour that happens every year.
Oh my God.
This is the last one. You better get your tickets because we're not coming back until the next time.
So many people, too, because it's like the Stones and... Barbara Streisand did that.
Oh,
shit.
I can't wait for her to come back out of retirement, let me tell ya.
It's never going to happen unless they remake Yentl.
The mirror truly does have two faces.
What?
It's true. The Prince of Tides. That's like what I call myself. I go down to the beach, pantsless, just so that the water is right at my ding-a-ling, and I whisper, Prince of Tides.
And then the tide goes out and Dink comes out.
That's right, bro.
It's more Dink.
Hey,
it's me.
That's the Barbara Streisand we all know and love.
I'm Paul Verhoeven. I have more Dink. Oh, man. All right. Well, we have got a fantastic one for you. And by fantastic, I mean not really good, but I think we're going to have a good episode.
I do. Oh, yeah. We always do.
Yeah. So it's really just kind of like anything that doesn't happen to your satisfaction is really the movie's fault.
They always say, oh, we got a great show coming up for you. And it's like, is it really? Yeah. Or are you just saying that?
Yeah. Or is it just written on the cue card?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
They're not like, you know what? This one's not going to be that good, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
just
might want to flick the chat.
Yeah, just accept what's going to happen. But
accept your fate with Miscast Commentary.
That's our next promo.
Oh, yeah.
There it is right there. All right, so we are watching Hard Target. You already heard that part. So now we got to get to the next part, which is pressing play
now. Oh, there's this. Oh, we just missed the sunrise over the old Universal. Yeah. Still going.
Hey, look at all the places that aren't flooded right now in this Universal Earth.
Oh my God, this is an old picture.
Africa has water.
It's not even flat.
No.
What the shit?
Anybody who hasn't seen that awesome flat Earth video of the guy spilling water on a lemon and going, you go check that shit out.
No, just go watch Lemon from U2.
Yeah, or go to lemonparty.com. Watch a bunch of old fat men with tiny penises rub up against each other.
Is that what that is?
Essentially.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like old fat men put like lemons in between them and like squish them, you know?
The only thing I'm going to...
Making lemonade.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Runs all down their ass crack into the glass.
I think we've just got to like spell party wrong and start a new one. Or
you damn
or we start
right.
lemonparty.org.
Ooh, .net.
Ooh, I like that one too.
Org sounds like orgy, which I like.
Yeah, or .edu.
Edu?
Yeah.
Edu? It's pronounced edu.
Edu, sorry.
Oh, here we go.
So
we're getting the vibe down. The rain's coming down.
So I guess originally...
New Orleans, brother.
Originally, this was supposed to be a Kurt Russell movie.
What?
And it was gonna be Kurt Russell, but then
is that Chris Christopherson?
It very much looks like Chris Christopherson.
Mixed with who you were just talking about, Buddy from The Thing.
Yeah.
It's Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
The first name I said.
Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson and that homeless guy from They Live.
Yes.
That's their love child.
And a little bit of Mick Foley.
Oh my God, they got the Sam Raimi arrow coming at him.
Oh man. So this is John Woo's first movie in America. And then he did kind of a bunch like right in a row because he did this, then he did Broken Arrow, then he did Face Off. He's what else does he have? He's got Mission Impossible 2. That was The Mummy, yeah. He did Wind Talkers, Paycheck. He did a Lost in Space TV movie. As far as I can tell, that's the last American project.
Yeah, I just saw today on IMDb or whatever. It was like, did you know that John Woo actually came out with Lost in Space? And I was like, no one did.
Yeah, he was in like 2004 or something like that, and then he just went back to China after that, and everything's been like Chinese.
This guy
since.
doesn't seem like he's a hard target.
No, this isn't. Well, he's
Like,
an easy target.
yeah,
They're not all hard targets. This is basically just a ripoff of the most dangerous game or whatever it was called with Ice-T.
No, oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I
movie-
thought you were gonna say one of those like Bruce Lee ones, and I was like, no fucking way! It's surviving
No.
the game with the greatest actor of our generation, Ice-T.
They're surviving the game. You're right. Thank you.
Yeah, I know I am.
Thank you. But the apparently Brandon Lee before John Woo came to America, Brandon Lee requested that he direct Rapid Fire, but they didn't want him to do like a stylistic like gun movie. He wanted to be a martial arts movie, so they flat out rejected him.
Wow.
But even at this point, he couldn't speak English. He couldn't.
Who?
John Woo.
They're talking about Lance Henriksen.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not speaking it great. Boom.
Oh, buddy.
Those arrows, man.
You got pretty close to the river too.
Yeah. Oh, it's so. This has to be happening, right? Like people are definitely hunting. People for sport, right?
I believe that the rich are hunting men and women and manly women and vice versa for sport.
Well,
And
not as
it
many
has to be
women
equal
men.
opportunities, so there has to be trannies. There's
Yeah.
got to be little people, all the colors.
Yeah.
You know,
The little
equal opportunity.
The little people. I could see like one of the Trumps holding up a dead little person for. I see that as the thing. Oh.
Oh, somebody's shooting at him with a silencer.
Well, yeah.
This is what I
of
love
course.
about the John Woo movies, man. Is all the, like, you always see where the bullets are going,
Yeah. One of this though.
even if every bullet misses.
Yeah. One of the things about this though is that because this takes place in New Orleans, everything that's being done is perfectly legal.
Yes.
As long as they also have an open alcohol container,
Yeah.
then it's
In
all,
a paper bag.
No, it doesn't have to be in a paper bag there.
Oh my god, that means you have a permit.
That was like Vegas. It was so weird to be just walking on the street with like Carrie had like an open drink and just walking around on the street.
mean,
It's
that's
totally
neat, eh?
fine. Well,
Nobody cares.
it's I don't know about neat, but
Topless
it was something.
people.
There were actually there was
Yeah.
it was that's why you and I have to go.
It's a land of dreams. This poor bugger, he almost made it too.
I know.
Wait, if he's alive still if he hits the water and he's alive, does he win? Because he said he can't make it to the river.
I think it. Yeah,
Oh,
I have
Jason Voorhees just pulled him under.
Yeah, I have a feeling that no matter what happens, it goes like The Running Man, where it's like, oh yeah, these guys won and they're free.
They
And
didn't
it's like,
win.
no, they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't win shit all. Yeah.
But Chuck Ferrer, who wrote the movie, oh, so good. Here's the first of the slow mo
there
in
it
a
is.
John Woo movie.
That's the drinking game.
Yeah, no, you do not drink. If you're gonna do a drinking game, do like slow sips.
Let's to go with the slow mo.
Something. So it's got to be So
If
every
it's
time
in
there's slow mo,
slow-mo,
you do a slow sip. But don't do the don't do full on shots. You'll die.
You will get
Yeah.
alcohol poisoning 1/3 into the film.
You'll
and
die.
You will die.
You'll die before Jean-Claude Van Damme appears on screen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so gross.
I wish we were watching. What I heard was back in the day, there was like Van Damme came into the studio
Yeah.
and was like, I have a cut that you should see. You know, I've recut the movie. And when you watch it, it's literally like 90% Van Damme. Like the movie apparently didn't even make sense. There was just like butt shots, face Van Damme,
I have a
butt
little
face,
bit-
butt face, explosion, slow-mo.
Well, I have a little bit of a story for you. That is this cut.
What?
The cut that made it was his cut.
No way.
Yeah, when they originally cut it, it was mostly Lance Henriksen. And Van Damme freaked out and got his own people in because they're like, people are paying to see a Van Damme movie, not a Lance Henriksen movie.
Goddamn right.
So they cut him out a ton, and they cut out a couple of sex scenes and a couple.
What?
Like
A
few
couple
other-
Lance Henriksen sex scenes.
Yeah, it was Lance Henriksen and Arnold Vosloo.
Oh,
They're
yes.
just getting down.
Look at the
She
eyebrows on
is-
her.
But she is so like a 90s sexy.
I like her. I like her big
I
furry
saw-
eyebrows.
I saw a picture of her on IMDb today. She does not look like that anymore.
She looks like Haley Steinfeld's like eyebrow.
Just
you
the
know,
one?
makeup person got to her.
Yeah. But this is Yancey Butler. She was in As the World Turns for a little while. She's in Kick-Ass 1 and 2.
The old lady or eyebrows?
No, eyebrows there. And she's in Lake Placid 3, 4, and Lake Placid versus Anaconda.
Oh, she took over that franchise.
Yeah,
They need to put that franchise into good hands.
Well, but give it up to her, because how many horror movies have a character that makes it through more than 2 movies?
Give it up for Lake Placid 9. What movie was that you just said?
Lake Placid 3, Lake Placid 4, and Lake Placid versus Anaconda.
Versus who won, you think?
It's probably like every other one. They're like, nobody could agree.
And is it Anaconda versus the lake?
That was
Is it versus the place?
Yes. And it's not even the place.
It's not even like the gator from Lake Placid.
It's not
Lake
even.
Placid.
It's not even that lake. It's Lake Placid, New York, where the Winter Olympics were held when the Miracle on Ice happened.
That Anaconda ain't winning that one.
No, because because he's cold blooded and he can't warm up on the ice.
It's too hot in the city for you, there, Anaconda.
Right?
You got snakes out here this big?
No, we don't. Sorry, Ice.
I tell you about snakes, huh? Look at my face, Jello.
This guy, he's in, like, you can look him up. He's in so many projects. And he's just like the general in this, and that he's like detectives and
yeah, I think he's a detective in some like HBO show or something.
Mm-hmm.
Who's pretty good.
He's all over the place.
He plays a great homeless vet
for sure.
who needs the money more than anything.
Yeah. They actually, a thing I didn't know about this movie was that Sam Raimi is on as a producer.
No way.
But he was actually on as the guy because John Woo couldn't speak English and they were worried that he wasn't going to be able to handle making a movie in America. So he was the backup.
No
so
way.
He was there. He was essentially kind of running the show from behind the scenes, and with the possibility that if things weren't to go well, he would immediately step in and start directing the movie.
No way.
Yeah. So. Which automatically spoils that Ted Raimi is going to show up in this movie not long from now.
No shit. That's hilarious. So what had he done before this? Sam Raimi. Why Sam? Oh, and just to let you know, the moment that you see this man,
yeah.
Well, not only is your boner going to rage out of your pants,
that fucking mullet,
but you instantaneously think, what's his name, buddy from the X-Men. Gambit.
Oh, Gambit.
He is so Gambit in this movie. It is unbelievable.
I honestly think that the decisions that were made about this movie were to audition him for Gambit.
Yeah.
This was that time when we had that, what magazine was it? The Game Gear or Game Pro?
Yeah,
Game
it was
Pro,
one of them. Game Pro or Wizard was a good one too, where they talked about movies and comics and everything.
Okay, this one was only about video games, so I'm pretty sure it was Game Pro. But this one had a list of the like ideal people to play characters in the X-Men movie. Again, this is decades before the X-Men movie came out.
And because they had who's going to play Arnold to play the Colossus. And
only
like
one
Van
person.
Damme is.
Yeah, only one person made it.
Who?
The only person who made it was
Patrick Stewart.
He was on the list at that time because Next Generation had been out and all that stuff.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, so here's some slow-mo. Oh, people are dying.
You know what's crazy too is right when I saw that Arrow shot, I was like the Sam Raimi shot, and you say that Sam Raimi was backstage.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh
baby.
my god!
So that was no mistake. But the I'm lost now.
Go for some gumbo. You're talking about gumbo.
No, you're talking about that etouffee and that gumbo. Hey, Shell. But
slow-mo.
But yeah, he was listed as Gambit. Arnold Schwarzenegger was listed as Apocalypse. Mickey Rourke was listed as Juggernaut.
Mickey Rourke was Jubilee.
Yes. Oh man.
Oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, this one starts good. See, this again, totally legal in New Orleans, but only during the week of Mardi Gras. You can totally just bend a girl over her car and fuck her.
Well, he just started off with a sexy open hand smack to the chops.
The look they gave him in this is really good, despite the fact that it is a garbage look for a human being.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Look at that hair.
I feel like he got beat.
Out.
I feel like he recently got beat up. He's got a goose egg on his head there.
He looks like Lorenzo Lamas as the Snake Eater did his hair.
Nice.
And she looks like she's an eyebrow double for Jennifer Connelly in Labyrinth.
Yeah. To do this, actually, it was kind of funny. John Woo turned down Face Off to do this movie, and then Face Off it got shelved for whatever reason, and then he had another chance to do it. And he didn't want to do like a sci-fi kind of movie and stuff like that. He felt that it was a little daunting.
Boom.
But then he got a couple movies in, and then felt he could do it. But
here we go.
Look at everybody.
Start right off, eh?
Boom. And everything is slow-mo. slow-mo.
Sweet.
But
That's what makes it the horrendous running time of 130 minutes.
Oh, Jesus. But
Oh
no,
my God,
130 minutes is long.
93
Yeah,
minutes.
an hour 30. Yeah, 130 minutes is actually quite good.
Now you just kicked the shit out of you and your friends, and now you think the second go around you're gonna have it. Like,
I would argue that move was the best martial arts he's ever done in a movie.
Yeah, probably.
Because usually it's stand here while he kicks you, even in Bloodsport.
And then he does like a big spin around.
Yeah. Now keep in mind. I mean, he's done more impressive moves, but like as far as being in a fight, like countering and stuff like that, right?
What a waste.
Okay, well, this is why he's homeless. He's always putting people through
I
windows
like, what
he can't
the hell?
afford to pay for.
He's got to pay for all these goddamn windows. You know, they were supposed to. Oh, Lord, you Steven Seagal that poor man's arm.
Nice.
Oh God, I could not go for that happening.
He didn't Steven Seagal's arm. It didn't get fat and stupid.
In the hell, yeah.
Like she's still bleeding from her
girl,
lip.
I take some money out of that. He should have taken the money
That
out and
would've been-
thrown her purse back at her.
It's just a little reward.
He still got that big lump on his head, I see.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he got into that fight that Mickey Rourke saved him from.
Right.
I know is this going to be a Mickey Rourke heavy episode?
Oh my God,
More
I
slow-mo.
hope so.
So this is what, our 8th slow-mo shot?
I
and
think
we're,
it's actually like
minutes.
five. We should have been counting 5.
Yeah.
Where are we? Fuck.
Man.
It's not old gumbo tunes.
So JCVD, since we last dealt with him, which I guess Bloodsport was our last time dealing with him. What?
Shine coming off that window
there we
Did
go.
they do that on purpose? There was like a shine and then they showed the American flag.
Was that a J.J. Abrams lens flare?
Ooh, a
But-
J.J. Abrams. See, J.J. fucking Abrams stole the lens flare from Spielberg.
Nice.
Now everybody gives him all the credit.
Well-
Jesus, clean your car, lady.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Why are they like? I don't know what's happening. Look, that's a fantastic protest
Come on, look at the cops are pissed off, man.
That
This looks
one
like
guy-
RoboCop style.
on strike.
Let's go down there to get shot.
Oh man, yeah,
I'm
I just watched that again
I'm
recently.
surprised that this woman in a Van Damme movie doesn't have bigger boobs. Hey, was she in a sex scene then? If they cut a sex scene, it was probably. I can't
was
believe
a
Van
sex
Damme.
scene.
I can't believe the Van Damme cut out the sex scene.
Yeah,
Probably
No.
because it wasn't enough ham in it.
probably. You can't see my ass ever in this. Okay, so do we remember this wonderful shot?
Yeah.
Oh,
What,
oh, they
what
do
else
it in a
is this
minute.
girl in? Yeah, it's
Actually, I'm really,
in,
I'm really glad you brought it up because her name is
totally not planned.
her
For
name.
real.
Her name is Cassie Lemons, and she was in School Days, Vampire's Kiss. She was in Silence of the Lambs, The Five Heartbeats, Candyman. But no, the one you're I guarantee the one that you're recognizing her from, Fear of a Black Hat.
Oh, there you go. I was gonna be like, I must know her from Candyman, but it's got to be Fear of a Black Hat, which I
She's
just
the
totally watched.
She's the documentarian from Fear of a Black Hat. And something I didn't know, she is married to Vondi Curtis Hall from Daredevil and Chicago Hope. And all
No
that stuff.
shit.
Yeah, so
Which one's Vondi?
Vondi's the reporter.
Oh, the white dude?
The black dude. The old black dude.
Oh, that guy. He's good.
Yeah, he's
I
awesome.
like him.
I've always liked him.
Didn't he die
Not in real life.
in the show?
Spoiler alert.
Oh, no, but come on.
Yeah, no, by the time
could
this
be,
shit
I
comes
lie
out.
a lot.
Well, this is the end of June. So I
If you
think
haven't
we're
seen
gonna be all
Daredevil
right.
season 1 yet, and I just ruined it for well,
Yeah.
you know, but I mean, everybody goes at their own pace. I might have.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. But there's got to be, again, we've
I'm
decided there has to be rules.
sorry.
He's not sorry, and neither am I.
But you're
They,
for anything.
there it is.
I hope you're listening, parole officer. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, Chadwick Boseman, as we record this, had just recently did Saturday Night Live. And he was like, it's so nice to be on Saturday Night Live 2 months after Black Panther came out.
Right.
And then he's like, now all the good Black Panther sketches are all done. And he's like, now
Yeah.
it's just bad ideas. He's like, Sterling K. Brown got to do a Black Panther sketch before me, and he dies 5 minutes into the movie. He's like, I'd say spoiler alert, but again, it's been 2 months.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, T'Challa says it's on. Well, then fucking right.
Well,
Here we go. Here we go. Wait. Come on. Here we
Oh,
go.
this is
Girl,
this,
you're gonna be like, what the fuck, lady?
the worst slow-mo in
Fire
the history
safety,
of the
lady.
world. Wait for it. I remember when Todd and I watched this. Like, God, how old? This was 93. So by the time it came out, so let's say 94 by the time it was on home video. So
Yep.
we were like 12.
Oh, he's at the old seashore trying out his knots.
Yeah, there it is. So we were like 12 and 13 years old, thereabouts. And seeing that shot, we were like, what is this bullshit?
Slow-mo again? I want to see that knot again. Maybe I know that knot.
Are
a
you
couple
good?
of knots.
I was going to say, you are a sailor, so you
Yeah,
must
I
have
know
some
a couple
knots
of
behind
knots.
you.
Look at him hanging around with the sailors at the dock looking for work.
Yeah. Is this what it's
always
like?
at the yeah, this is it right here.
Maritime Seamen's Union.
There's a lot more fist fights though and male nudity.
Oh,
This is not a real representation of.
able seamen are better. What's better than able seamen? Like extraordinary sailor man.
That's right. Amazing.
It's like guy who has
oh,
canned
like she's
spinach
coming
at the
trolling for. She's coming trolling for ass.
ready.
She's married to like a high class businessman, but every now and then she slums and she gives some dirty homeless man $100 to fuck her brains out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in a trash can.
Yeah. Take this wet nap and wash your dick behind the dumpster, and then we'll get...
No. No. She's like, pick up that cat turd, rub it all over your junk, and then stick it in me. Oh my god, $100 a day. Oh my god, she picked the right hobo this time. This movie, just not to ruin it, it's sort of like Curly Sue with less action.
Yeah,
She takes him home, gives him a bath, he eats a lot. Yeah. Hilarious montage.
She was gonna Can't Buy Me Love him and cut the back of the mullet off, but then he'd have lost all his powers.
What a fucking awesome movie. John Woo's the man. You know, they were supposed to make a lot more movies together. Van Damme was pissed off because apparently he was going to be like his American Chow Yun-Fat.
Yeah.
And after this movie, he just dumped Van Damme, and I guess Van Damme was really pissed.
And it was the big part was that whole edit situation.
Right.
It really put a wedge between them because they actually had another project in the ready.
Right, that's what I thought.
And they were ready to rock. And then he went kind of ego.
Well, I mean, if the studio chose his cut.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
Yeah. Well, but the thing was, the reason that they went with him instead of waiting because they had to wait like 2 years for Kurt Russell.
Right.
Because he had projects or whatever, which was weird because I didn't think he was working at this point. I thought like this was between.
Kurt's always worked. He was probably putting a shift in at the video store or something. He's a consummate professional.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like, want to be in this movie? He's like, no, I kind of signed on for a year here at the old Blockbuster, so Goldie would be so mad at me if I quit another job.
I know, right? He's just like, I have all the jobs. But
exactly, right?
But
she doesn't have one, so fuck you. Somebody's got to pay the bills.
Yeah, somebody's got to keep injecting poison into her face. But
she can't see now. Her eyes are all swollen.
He's in arrears. Like, life is really hard for him right now because he's in arrears, and he's got to get that money.
I'll be in the arrears.
Yeah.
That looks like a drawn-on stubble. I don't think Jean-Claude Van Damme has the ability to grow stubble like that. That looks fake as shit.
I don't think he has... Well, he definitely doesn't even have the ability to grow the hair that he has there. What a shot. The reveal. But this was right up his alley for not having to emote, which was really nice.
I love that three-way look. She's like, You
everything
met him like 50 times already.
Everything in this movie is a triple take. Was it
like Triple Cereal? What? This movie should have been brought to you by Triple's Cereal.
I
don't know how you can see the triple whammy in the microphone. Is that mole always on his face?
No, I doubt it.
Oh yeah, Wilford Brimley's in this.
I don't have a driver's license, man. Oh yeah.
Neither do I, Van Damme. I only drive motorcycles.
Yeah, exactly. Does that mean I'm the eyebrow girl in this combo?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
No, you can be the dude that died in the beginning. How about that? How's that make you feel?
That a little better.
Oh my god, this is how you get girls. You insult their name.
Yeah. She's still got blood on her. Like if you look, she's still got like a blood
I
smudge.
told you it's lipstick run.
Oh god.
Has she been home yet? Yeah, she has.
Yeah, she went to the police
next
station
day or whatever, right?
Yeah. At the very least, she could have, like, there's no way she doesn't have something in that car to dab her lip with, right?
Well, I'm sure, yeah, she probably would have checked it out. There's no time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
is this really New Orleans?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like it.
It's pronounced Nolans.
Nolans. Hey, that's just where WrestleMania, whatever number it was, just happened.
Yeah.
Look at this lineup. This is to use the bathroom. Like, oh my God, when I was living in Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay, there was like,
hey, look at how happy those black
I lived
people
at Dundas and Sherbourne, and it's surrounded by like halfway houses. So there's like prostitutes and drug dealers, and they're all over the place. And I had to I had to take a shit so badly when I got off the subway the one day. I was like, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go into this church. It's like a halfway house. It's the door's open. I was like, lady, can I? And I walk in. I was like, oh my God, like it looked like out of like something out of like Desperado. You know what I mean? Where I was just like, holy shit. Anyways, so, pardon me. So I'm like, can I use the bathroom? She's like, yes. She's like, it's over there. She's giving me this look like, what the hell? Is he here to murder somebody? You know what I mean? What is the deal here?
Yeah.
Take someone's soul? Am I death? What's the deal? The bathroom, there was no doors on the stalls. They were plastic bags with a hole cut in them. So you could see, my guess was that if you could see somebody was doing something wrong in there.
Probably.
And I looked at it and I was like, oh, no way. So then I just shit my pants and left.
Well, they may piss test people too, right? So
whatever it was. I'm sure it was so you're not in there shooting up or something, right? Or like, snatched a kid and you ran into the bathroom with him. But I just was like, fuck this.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice area though.
Yeah, other than that, it was great.
Cockroaches everywhere, prostitutes being dead all over the place.
Oh, he kept my letters. What a great dead body he was.
So she's looking for her old man?
Yeah.
Because he was that dude that got murdered in the beginning, probably.
Yes, not probably, definitely. That's not a reveal for later. He's dead. But I like this guy. I was like, they just they realize that they're in New Orleans and they never ever see a black person.
Let's talk.
Don't be offended.
That's not him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he's not that woman.
He has a penis, not a vagina.
Ooh, look at all the I handle the sweet ads.
This
guy's the man.
Everybody looks like a version of Wilford Brimley in this movie.
Yes.
Because there was also a guy down at the Union Hall. I'm like, oh, there's Wilford Brimley. I'm like, no, that's not him.
You made the right choice.
Look at all these donuts. They're giving me diabetes.
He reminds me of the guy. You're not Carnival personnel. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
I could be this sweaty Narlands cigar chomping Ricky from Trailer Park Boys shirt wearing motherfucker. Oh,
slow-mo fire. Come on.
What? I just like what's with the does that mean something?
I'm gonna do something.
Is that some symbolism or something?
No. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna try and figure out how long this movie would have been if it was in normal speed.
Okay.
We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
But it's I can't even.
Randall.
I'm guessing 59 minutes.
59 minutes with no slow-mo. Oh, here we go.
There's some Arnold.
Look at the friggin' the eyebrows in this guy. Now, that guy's pure evil.
You're really focused on. I think
this is Eyebrows the movie.
There it is. But I knew he was in The Mummy. He's in 24. He was in G.I. Joe. He's in that.
Oh, he was good in G.I. Joe.
He was in that newer show Bosch. I don't know much about.
Yep. No, I've seen previous on whatever Kindle or Crackle or one of those fucking things.
Whatever thing. But what I didn't know he played, he's in Die Hard, or not Die Hard. He's in Darkman 2, playing Darkman.
Darkman 2, Die, Darkman, Die.
No, he's in Darkman 3, Darkman, Die.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I want to apologize.
Hard shit to say.
To the Darkman franchise for screwing up.
I apologize to everybody but Liam Neeson who ducked out. Oh, that was a reveal that her father was dead.
Boom! You see? Holy fuck!
I just ruined this.
He could have lived.
I ruined this 25-year-old.
He could have shown up later, being like, "My daughter, Dad," and then he dies.
I feel like they picked that necklace for her because they thought it was voodoo. I honestly, they're like
voodoo-esque.
John Woo was a weird dude when you talk to him about certain things and stuff. I heard the commentary for Face Off, and he actually says the writers were kind of talking about what bullshit Face Off is, the whole plot.
Right.
They were like, yeah, but you don't believe and John Woo's there, and they're talking him through the whole thing because he can barely speak.
Right.
And they're like, you don't believe that this can happen. He's like, no, I do. I believe that this can happen soon, one day. And then they're like, we wrote it as ridiculously as possible, and the director bought into it, and that's why he made this movie.
He thought he was making a documentary.
Yeah. He thought he was getting in on the ground floor.
Yeah. You know what? He's probably not wrong. They'll be able to slap faces on no fucking problem in the future, guaranteed.
But still, at the very least, if you and I switched faces, our faces would still look more like our own faces.
They changed the bone structure as well with the lasers.
No, that all they did was shave them a little bit and then give them a little tummy tuck.
Oh, here's buddy.
That was essentially
Rendell.
Oh,
is this a Rendell?
I don't know, but that armpit stain in a sweatshirt is grossing me out.
That's a serious pit. He's got a big pit.
Yeah.
Oh man. There goes that roast beef sandwich, bro.
Yeah. People
Imagine being hired as this guy and that, you know, the other dude's going to call you a fat fuck and all this stuff. How much that make you feel?
that happens all the time.
Let's do it
and then
again. 57 takes later. You fat fuck.
There's a guy in Sleepers. He's called Fat Man, and that's all they call him is Fat Man. They're like, "Well, you too fat man," and it just
In
constantly is like in Sleepers. And I'm just like, he bums me the fuck out. He's so
Mr.
good.
Van Cleef.
Arnold Vosloo is who you get when Billy Zane's too expensive for you.
He does totally, eh?
Oh, it's hilarious because he was
Ow.
playing. I know, right? He was
Oh,
playing
God.
Darkman while Billy Zane was the shadow. Was not the shadow. The Phantom.
The Phantom. Who knows if it even looks nice to me? Lance Henriksen is awesome. If I was like, I would have put more Lance Henriksen in it too, man. But I mean, like, what would it have been? Like, how much more Lance? You know what I mean? Just showing him being a bad guy and stuff. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I don't know what it was.
what else
but
could
they
have
said-
happened in the movie? Was there a whole side plot where he maybe goes good and
Yeah, I have no idea.
like what? Like that one fucking Hannibal Lecter movie where like 45 minutes of it is like some French guy smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, that's the second one. That
What
was
the
very,
hell? I'm like, the hell's going on here?
yeah. I was like, you could not have less to do with what's
What?
going on in this movie.
It's like Halloween 3.
It's really it was just a detour for Hannibal to take. So because really there's no movie
No.
without that. If you cut that out,
No.
it's a 45
Well,
minute.
it was supposed to probably, you know,
update.
be, you know, ooh, you know.
Yeah.
They show like, you know, how he got his name. Ooh.
Yeah, so the original cut of this though, which was John Woo's that had the more stuff and stuff, it was over 2 hours. So I mean, they cut like a half hour of Henriksen out of this thing essentially. What's going on? I thought he was going in to grab a fish.
Man. Well, at least they paid the man. If you're going to cut part of my ear off, you better throw me some cash.
Well, because they want people to not tell, right? Because he's going.
Randall.
I didn't realize he's from South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, so like I don't know. Now the name should have told me something, but
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, who knows? Names
Arnold
these days, come on.
Arnold Vosloo from Minnesota. You know. Oh, he was a homeless man, and it's all your
Oh, yep,
fault
'cause you didn't love him.
selfish twat.
One time he called you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't answer the phone. Now he's a homeless man.
You put him on hold, and Cats in the Cradle was
Yep.
playing. That was the hold music.
Done. Do you know how
hard.
many people that
It's
has made
hard.
homeless? Unbelievable.
I worry about that. I have
What, being on hold and the Cats in the Cradle comes on and
No.
then you lose it? Murder your family?
I'm worried that somehow I'm responsible for making people homeless. Like very indirectly. Like I just do something.
Maybe,
and
yeah,
it's-
you never know. You never know.
I had that.
That gives me joy because I know I made them homeless.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I pass them by and I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember breaking into that guy's house and then lighting it on fire.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, just a little confession. I'm the one who went into your computer at work and put all that child porn on there.
Later.
Yeah.
I'm laughing.
Sorry you spent 10 years in jail and were constantly raped, but at least now you're homeless and crazy.
And now you know it was all a joke, so no big deal,
Yeah.
right? You know,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, you're on a 12-step program. You have to forgive me.
Exactly. Oh.
Uh,
I want to look through a file and solve something.
we can do that. They actually have a thing right now. They've got a wait list for it, but they have it's like you have to solve a crime kind of thing, but it's done like through
It's
the
probably
mail.
for real.
Probably.
The police cannot solve this crime, so they're doing anything, and now they're making money off of you paying
Yeah.
for like Detective the Game.
It's like Ender's Game. Where
Yeah.
It's like, I did it, and like, congratulations, you just wiped out a planet. What?
Sweet. Hopefully it was Earth.
Yeah.
That fucking place doesn't deserve nothing.
I feel that's what's happened. We're all in the Matrix, and Earth is currently on fire, which is what,
Yep.
like... Oh,
We're underwater, and the water's on fire. So, oh my God, here we go. Look
slow
at
motion
that.
birds, anything could be happening. But I have never seen a dove outside of this context in my life. I have never seen
There's
a
always
dove.
doves shit. Oh, look.
I've never seen a dove do anything that's not regular motion, or that is regular motion. What? Yeah. What?
He's figuring things out in slow mo. Okay.
Oh, they rented out my house for a little while.
I
to
always think
shoot.
because every time they do the slow mo, I think like, does this mean something more?
Nope.
Like, he just looked at that dove for like 15 seconds. And I'm like, does this mean something? What is this?
I'm telling you, I just edited one of our videos, and I was like, every now and again, I'm like, I need this to be a little bit longer. And I just stretched it out. And I was like, well, what do I do?
Hell
It was
yes.
like, just a big pause. What else? But like, and I feel like that's all this was doing. It's kind of like when you write really big in like, for like a book report.
Oh,
so
like
could
you
get
got
to
to do 5
pages.
pages. And you're just like, and one page.
Yeah.
Day. Those are my favorite kind of stories.
Oh, yeah, they're the best. Uh-oh, something's up with that one.
Bingo. It says bingo on it.
That would have been amazing.
Oh,
Bingo.
shit.
Who would give a dog?
Oh,
They like have
for the dog?
No, they have the exact same equipment that they used to get velociraptors in Jurassic Park.
And a shock stick. What if he's just okay, so like whoever lit the building on fire is like, if anybody at all comes around,
Yeah.
what if he wanted to squat there?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, he could be anyone. This guy's sniffing around.
Well, they I remember, get the fuck out of Dodge. It's
Point her titties north and step on the gas.
There you go.
That's to Canada.
Yes.
You bring those titties right. I get that look all the time from women.
That was a very weird perspective shot too, because it was like she was walking past him,
That's what
but
I'm
he
saying.
walked directly across.
That's
he was
probably
directly
Sam
across
Raimi
from her.
fucking around. He used this movie as his experimentation for shots, and John Woo didn't even know it because he doesn't speak English.
That's probably exactly
Yeah.
right. Well, they were sitting there. I guess he had a really hard time communicating with his DP, who was American.
Right.
So he couldn't tell him, so they were just like, dude, like Sam Peckinpah shot and stuff like that. And then
Right.
the guy's like, oh, I know what that is. And then I assume that John Woo just
Wouldn't
said
he
stuff
have
at
an
him.
interpreter? You think they would have given him an interpreter?
Yeah. I think
It
that
makes it less fun for the feature after, the making of.
if you want my not controversial opinion,
I don't.
Well, I'm giving it anyways because we got time to fill. But I think that they want, like, because they weren't really keen on this guy coming in as it was, and I think they were keen on him failing, which is why A, they hired a backup director.
Right.
B, they didn't they didn't go with his cut of the movie.
Right.
What is happening outside? Is that
No.
is that
There's
like
a
another
war.
dog murder outside?
That's a gang warfare. They're using live dogs as weapons.
There's a place outside. They just constantly. I honestly think they just put.
It's a puppy mill.
Well, I think they're trying their best. Like, they want to be good pet owners, so they don't want to get their dog high, so they're doing meth. But that means they don't let the dog in till like 2:00 in the morning.
So you would prefer if the dog was inside and on meth with the family? Sharing is
Well,
caring, they say,
Just a little bit, like not enough to get it. Like,
You're supposed to
taking apart the
include
toaster.
all family members in
Yeah.
the activities that you're
right.
that you're involved in. Bar 312 from Michigan.
Nice, Michigan.
Is that a thing?
What does it mean? Something? No, probably not. Those trees are awesome. I don't
Those
know.
are
I've
very
never-
cool looking trees.
I never
gotta
noticed those
agree
trees.
with that.
That actually, looking at that house, it reminded me a little bit of the one from The Patriot that they're like hiding out in.
Probably
mountains.
is. Oh my God, here we go. Get some slow motion on the piano strings here. Oh, there's a harp.
He
He
looks-
looks living the life. That's some intense. I play the piano to relax. Like, holy jeez, bro.
I just like the idea that like he's basically still in like android mode from.
Oh yeah, from Aliens.
From Aliens. He's just like, yeah, look at me, like I'm not even looking. I
Lance
think
Henriksen is the man. How many guys been in like 800 movies?
he's been in a lot of movies, but the one of the more recent movies that he was in was called "Bring Me the Head of Lance Henriksen,"
Oh my God.
and it's about character actor Tim Thomerson. He was in like Iron Eagle and Trancers.
Okay.
He's not getting the roles anymore, so he hunts down.
He sure isn't.
I know. So he hunts down Lance Henriksen to find out what his secret is, and then that becomes like a whole thing. But it's got a bunch of people like Adrienne Barbeau's in it playing herself. John Saxon from Enter the Dragon
Sweet.
is in it, and from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my God. They only give him $100 to be hunted for sport.
Well, it works. All right.
I think that guy's brother is the ring dude from The Crow.
Yeah, he's got a lot of that guy. He's
Hey,
yeah.
you two sick fox. There's like a hair. There's like I think one of your pubes is on my tongue or something.
I hope so.
This one time sometimes in the night I bite my tongue
Yeah.
because I have terrible night terrors
Nice.
of being in a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, and ruining my fucking life because of it.
I feel like it's still on.
My doctor's like, Todd, you should really stop doing this podcast. You don't do anything. I didn't do anything anyways.
Yeah.
But anyways, I bit my tongue and it felt like there was a hair.
Yeah.
In the morning, I was like, man, there's a hair there. And when I pulled on it, it was like a chunk of my tongue. And I was like, wow. Then when I was bleeding, it was awesome.
Don't do that till we can get it on video, please.
Yeah, like I'm going to get my tongue split like that guy with the tattoo, the lizard man. Remember that dude? He was like the Jim Rose.
Yeah,
dude, enough
I
white here or what?
Well, it's, you gotta
Holy
have,
God,
you gotta have
bro.
a clean room like this, right? He was looking in the mirror and like doing such a thing. He looks like he was just, like, instead of actually playing piano, they're just like masturbate and look at yourself in the mirror.
That is exactly what I was thinking. I was like, he is jerking off in the mirror right there.
Pumpkinhead. That's what he thinks about when he masturbates.
I would be too, man. If I was face to face with Pumpkinhead, it changes the man.
So good though. He is so goddamn.
He's
good.
awesome. That's why I say that I want to see the Lance Henriksen cut.
Could you imagine like a Botoxed version of him where he didn't have a million lines on his face?
I don't think I could.
No, it would be horrifying.
I think he came out looking just like that.
He was born looking like a scrotum, and then he just got
Maybe
taller.
he's like Benjamin Buttons and he's aging backwards, and we're now in that weird,
Yeah.
He's probably ageless. So in 100 years, he'll probably look like powder or something. You'll be like, who is this man? Or he'll look like one of the things that came out of the cocooning cocoon.
He would look, if he shaved his head, he would look exactly the same minus the hair. Like he was.
So does anyone.
No. I mean like now though. Like it being.
Like, you know what? If you
25
shaved my head, I'd look exactly like me, only without hair.
Yeah. No, I thought I said now, but I probably didn't. But the the whole thing with if you see him now, he's just got gray hair, but that face.
Yeah.
So he just has to. I guess that's the good thing of like having a lot of character on your face because you don't really age beyond that. I guess.
True.
I will tell you
that's
though,
a good point, actually.
Yeah.
It's like you never, because you're right. Yeah. Like think of the other like character actors, and they always look exactly the same.
Yeah, can't wreck what's ruined, right?
Yeah, like like Mickey Rourke. He's so ugly that he's gorgeous.
But he's got so much fucking work done now. He looks like a disgusting monster.
Oh yeah, like this rubbing.
And I'll say that because fuck it.
Fuck it. The truth hurts.
He actually isn't here to get any information. He really wants to rub and tug some fat people.
It's it's what he's always wanted to do, right? But it's not acceptable. Blah blah blah. Yeah. This is the 90s.
He rubs him and it whispers in his ear. He's like, "My union status is in our ears. Can you pay me some money and I'll give you a hand job?"
They ain't there for nothing. This poor bastard.
He's not on the right side to know that he's missing an ear.
He's a pretty perceptive guy.
Like the only way he would actually know that is if he went through and he's like, "Oh, are you looking for that guy without an ear?"
How did he know this guy sent them? What was his tip?
He noticed the ads, the sexy ads.
Yeah, with the naked
places.
lady on him. Yeah. I haven't seen nothing blow up in a while. Come on.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, we got to do Face Off soon.
Oh my God, yes! Especially in the end where you can blatantly the stunts are good, but it's like, oh my God, stunt guy, hey guy who's definitely not either Nicolas Cage or John Travolta. Just keep looking directly into the camera, or keep looking. Keep looking. Yeah.
You're not Nicolas Cage. You're not John Travolta. You're not John Travolta with Nicolas Cage's face, and you're not Nicolas Cage with John Travolta's face. You are
look here. Look right here. Like I remember even in Jurassic Park where she looks up accidentally right when she falls through the grate.
They had to CG
she looks
her
up,
face.
exactly. And I was like, I mean, this isn't the type of movie they're gonna fucking CG somebody's face, but or Face Off.
Well, nowadays I think CG is finally quick and inexpensive enough that you could do a shot.
I heard that when you do switch faces with someone, in extreme situations of speed, they look exactly like somebody else.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I think my favorite CG thing I heard about was some of the only CG done in like the Fast and Furious movies are basically to put like Vin Diesel's face on other on good drivers' bodies. Because like that's what I like. Like if you think about the Matrix, everybody learned how to do all the shit that they had to do, right? Like it was
what do you mean?
Well, like they all learned how to do their own fighting, and for the sequels, Trinity learned how to do all her own driving. Like everybody does their own shit. There are stuntmen for more extreme things and stuff like like that, but like for the most part, it's them.
Yes.
And then this movie, which most of it doesn't even involve crazy driving, it's just fast driving, but
Right.
it's like controlled. So I was like, if you make Vin Diesel get in a muscle car and drive 120 miles an hour for like a quarter mile, who cares, right? But it's like, nope, just slap his face on somebody else.
You know? I
It'll
still
look
think
as-
it's crazy that Paul Walker died in like a car race.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's
what
about
the shit? Like,
I didn't know it was a car race. I just thought he was driving too fast.
I heard that they were racing. It was one of them, reckless driving, whatever,
Yeah.
a car accident, right? Like,
He was racing with Ryan Dunn from Jackass.
ooh, yeah.
Well, that one was even worse because I had just before he died, they kept talking about like I was watching like
Another
episodes of
slow-mo
TV.
shot.
I was watching episodes of TV and stuff like that, and like they mentioned a few times how he's rolled so many cars and how he like hurt Bam Margera's brother because he rolled a car and stuff
Right.
like that. And then out of nowhere, he's just dead. He's just dead from driving like a fucking monster.
Boom.
Oh,
They're going to blame it
slow-mo
on that.
drop. Yeah, well, of course.
They're going to think that thing stabbed him
Why-
in the eyeball.
Why would he already be in here?
He came in.
See, if you're the main dude, you don't show up to every crime scene.
Yeah, maybe not, eh?
It's kind of the point of you having that guy, so
Or
that
having
you
lackeys.
can be seen publicly. I honestly didn't hear you say lackeys. I thought you said blackies, and I was like, "Whoa!" Like,
Wow.
shit just got extreme. And now look what scene we're on. Thanks a
This
lot.
looks this looks like one of those places where they're fixing old rail cars or something. Where that's the thing, the middle part that like twists around.
The only reference I have for that is Thomas the Tank Engine. and the
Exactly, it
Father.
looks
Like,
exactly
it's
like the place that I had. He does show up to everything, eh?
right.
He's
That's
very
what I'm saying.
hands on. If you want the business to run smoothly, you got to go very hands on.
he's Elon Musking all over this business.
I'll get my musk
But,
around.
Where's Paul?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so they say, hey, we got a job for you. It's way out in the middle of some abandoned warehouse, all Creepsville.
Yeah, it's that. He's like, go deep into it until nobody can hear you scream.
Yeah. Can't even see fuck all.
Universal was saying as this was being made, because I mean the whole reason to get Van Damme, because they didn't want to wait for Kurt Russell, is they're like, okay, we're gonna get Van Damme because we want to be in the Van Damme business, like he's hot right now. And all this
Oh
kind of
yeah,
stuff, right?
he's hotter than ever.
And so they get into him, but what they really fell in love with, and I think this had a lot of why John Woo's cut had more Lance Henriksen. The studio loved the Lance Henriksen Arnold Vosloo pair, and they were like, seriously, like we should have given them their own movie. Like that was how, like that's
right.
How much
They loved it, eh?
They were just eating these guys up. They must have like really seen something good on set and like through the dailies and stuff like that.
I mean, they make it like a buddy road comedy out of them. They get away from Van Damme, drive off into the sunset, boom, separate movie. What the hell would their movie be? Where they're just bad dudes doing bad shit?
No, I feel like it should be the prequel of what led them to this. It's just a bunch of failed icy businesses.
Right, yeah.
and
Hot
it's
dog
like-
stands.
Yeah.
I enjoy a hot dog
Gelato.
stands in the States. It's essentially a shopping cart with a hot plate on it. Literally.
Yes.
Good bacon dog, though, man. That bacon dog was fucking awesome.
Sometimes it's just a really hot shopping cart. Like, how did it get so hot?
It's like burning hot.
And then you just see it's got jumper cables attached to it, and then the other side's attached to
And
their
the jumper
car battery.
cables just go off into the distance.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is that? Well, somewhere up near the Hollywood sign.
Oh my god, you went like deep. You went deep into.
We
the
tried
States
getting
get
to the
this.
Hollywood sign, and you can get there, but it was just, man, I drank like four Locos. I thought I was going to die.
Nobody should drink one. See,
Oh my god, dude! It's like 4 cups of coffee.
You have
like
to-
4 Red Bulls, like 5 beers. It's unbelievable.
you need desperately to not be anywhere without me.
It is
Like you need, like that's gonna what's gonna
ended up
happen.
on the highway.
What's gonna happen is it's gonna be Todd died. What did he die of? Of not being around Joe.
That's a thing.
And making decisions
It
on
counts.
his own.
It counts as a Darwin Award automatically. You know what? If they're gonna offer you this money, if they're like, "Hey, we're gonna give you $10,000, but you have to run, and we're gonna try and kill you,"
Yeah.
you know that if you say no, they're gonna kill you right there.
Yeah.
So you might as well run through the creepy above ground cemetery.
Yeah. This cemetery is awesome, actually.
What if it reeks?
No, his mausoleum
Probably got flooded out, man. Remember when the flood came? All these people
Yeah.
are gone. Like, what happened to all those people, man?
Yeah, you find out nobody actually died. It was just all the dead bodies were already dead.
They're already dead. The good news is your dates are here.
Reminds me a lot of like Coco and like their Day of the Dead, like
Coco the monkey?
No, the Pixar movie.
The movie about the monkey.
Yes.
Yeah, monkey bones.
I hate you.
Is that any good, Coco?
Coco's amazing.
Okay, I should watch
so
it. I totally missed that one. I missed it.
So yeah, it was fantastic.
Slept on that one, yo.
And just to see like, because when you go into like the world of the dead and stuff, and you see all this stuff, just to see the detail of the set, because somebody had to
pretty
make
well,
it.
didn't it?
It did really well. Yeah, it was it wasn't making Frozen money, but I mean,
Oh my god, nothing well. Is it a musical?
Yeah, good cast, all Latino cast too. They've been really good about
They're
not
really rocking that now. Like Moana was all like island people.
Yeah.
Like
Actually,
from-
Mulan just cast Donnie Yen.
Oh,
as
I read
the
that.
General.
I actually got away from porno for a brief moment.
No, mine was in the porno.
I came up for a brief. Oh, you have that thing where it actually gives real world news over top of the porno.
No, I
so
have.
that you can actually maintain somewhat of a real life.
No, what
structure.
I do is I go on topicalfucking.com, and when they're dirty talking, they include like current news. And they're like, fuck me like Donald Trump's tariffs are fucking over small town farmers in Iowa. Like, like it's like that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're so hot, I'm gonna blow it so quick, man. It's like when they bumped up Avengers by a whole week. It's early. And you say Thanos. Call my penis Thanos, girl, because I'm coming home early tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I last so long that I last so long when I put on my
Yeah.
Infinity Gauntlet, aka condom.
it
It takes longer. It
takes
takes
to
me.
say AKA condom.
Yeah.
True, I haven't seen a lot of Van Damme in a while for a 93-minute movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, Van Damme.
Oh man, I like.
Buddy, like they only give you one machine gun, bro.
They didn't give him that machine.
Is
gun,
this
they took
one
it,
just
though.
for them? Where's the rest of them?
What do you mean? No, there's been guys like this.
Like
is one
who's
of
the
them.
guys that have been paying? 'Cause,
That
like,
guy
he's-
on the floor is.
Oh yeah, he's a rich guy. Look at that.
He's
fucker.
there. There were two guys on this one.
Oh, that's it. Two rich guys.
From what I saw, there were two rich guys on this one. So
They are not doing very well with their picks.
no.
But I mean, what do they want exactly? Right? They want some like what? You want to fucking you want to challenge or you want to just like fucking kill a guy.
I like this too because like everybody just acts like nope, no big deal.
This has happened 4 times to that car
exactly
in as many minutes.
yeah.
Ooh, get away from me! I got dude. I got 2 girls here, bro. Come on, what do you think?
I like he's bleeding all over the place. Dude, get a job.
This is a new suit, buddy. Oh, my beer.
I think then you see like somebody like just going like spring break, woo, and like lifting up their shirt, and he stops to look at it.
Somebody should throw him some beads from 4 stories up.
One would assume from a logic standpoint that being in the middle of a giant crowd would probably make him kind of safe from the large group of murder men.
Most of that crowd are the murder men.
Yeah. We're close. That's not a thing. They're in New Orleans. Nothing closes ever.
Oh my god, there he is.
Yeah. That's some Ted Raimi for your ass.
I think that's Lucy Lawless's husband.
Did they get married?
She's married to one of them.
Yeah, I don't think it's Sam.
Well, I don't know. It's not
that
Sam
was
Raimi.
actually
That
his
was the
still-
other one.
That was Ted Raimi.
That was Ted.
Yeah,
I think she might be married to Ted.
They keep pausing, so that I'm including that in my slow mo.
That counts as a slow mo
bullshit
pause.
thing.
Yeah, they were really worried about the runtime on this thing, eh?
Like this
Holy
thing.
jeez.
Yeah, once again, now everybody looks over there and sees the faces of a bunch of murder people.
Yeah, murder people.
Like it's just like, oh, it's the murder people.
Oh, look at these like.
and
feel
one of
good
them
now.
and one of them looked distinctly like Lance Henriksen. Like,
We're getting more reports of murders involving Lance Henriksen.
yeah,
I like the flaming crab over there. That's a gay bar.
I dig that knife.
It's a gay seafood bar.
Yes.
See that one with the flame coming out over there?
Oh yeah.
Buddy, that ain't even cool. At least you could stuff a $100 bill into his mouth like the $1 Million Man would.
Yeah. Or put like coins on his eyes for
Yeah.
the boatman as he
Expensive
crosses the river
ones.
Styx.
A nickel. You're not getting anywhere.
So they just left him literally all day laying there.
This
They're like,
is
"Let's
early
wait."
morning.
Let's
And what's Van Damme doing looking at the guy?
Well,
Why is he in the crime scene?
you're allowed. There's certain groups of people. The detective who's on the case,
Right.
The crime scene investigators, like coroners and all those people, and random homeless people
Yes.
are allowed.
Yes.
It's innocent bystanders aren't allowed, but
Let me see you do a crescent kick. Yeah, kid, come on.
yeah, all right, not bad. I like the way he's like, "Hey, that hair swinging around when you do that kick's pretty cool. Bet it'd look great in slow motion." See,
Slow mo.
It drives
Hey, he's
me
crying.
nuts.
He's right into the scene here.
It drives me absolutely nuts how much slow mo is in this movie, and I really apologize for how much I'm talking about.
No, don't. It's ever present.
Their sex scene obviously has happened to this point because the kiss on the cheek would be completely meaningless, which it currently is. Like,
There should be money flying out of
This-
the briefcases.
to me, this looks exactly like the Danny DeVito scene at the beginning of Twins.
Oh my
Like,
God,
when
it
he's
totally
when he's
does.
escaping. He's like,
This
"You're
looks
sleeping
like-
with my wife."
This does totally look like that same street corner in Desperado.
Yeah, this is just
Oh
what.
shit! It's going down. A little too quiet out there tonight, huh?
Yeah, like once again,
Oh yeah.
it doesn't like people are
I
always
think
outside.
that this gang. Oh my God! Look, he's been like,
Yeah.
like just sitting in the car eating crackers. Like, look at the
Yeah.
front. They're just because and even more so. You're like, wow, they made me look even more like the disgusting slob.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh Jesus!
And
Look at the
again-
no door on the other side. Pretty much half a door.
these guys love murdering people in the wide open.
Used to be a
public.
damn good striker. That's like his brother.
Oh, when are we doing cliffhanger?
Yeah, cliffhanger.
We have no Rennie Harlan on our resume.
We should do
yet.
Cutthroat Island
Oh God, remember we saw
in
that?
fast mode. We should watch a movie in fast forward. Cutthroat Island seems to be like that. We should do every Rennie Harlan movie in a row, fast forwarded.
2x speed.
Yep.
That would be funny.
I think you did one of the Tremors. When are we going to do the new Tremors movie with Jamie Kennedy
There's
and
like
Michael Gross?
They've got like 2 or 3
Yeah,
together.
there's a new one.
Yeah.
And Jamie Kennedy, woo! I'm like, I don't know what happened to you, bro, because he looks like suddenly he's aged like 100 years.
He looks about 2 days away from being hunted for sport
Yeah.
in this movie. Like,
Slow-mo.
yeah, Michael Gross still looks good.
Michael Gross looks amazing. I don't know what happened. I think Jennifer Love Hewitt like sucked the life out of him and put them in her tits.
Nice. What? Why? I'm not understanding. the
Wasn't he
reference.
married to her for a while?
Michael Gross was married to. Oh, you're
No,
talking
Jamie
you're
Kennedy.
talking
Was it Jamie Kennedy because they were in that same show together and then they were together for a while?
I don't know.
Her nipples shoot out and they stick right into you.
If that's the case.
And it kind of looks like when they suck the life out of you in the Dark Crystal.
So
Only
that's why
sexier.
that's why her TV show is Ghost Whisperer, because she keeps killing these people
You
and making
damn
them,
right.
so
She
they're-
sucks their excess fluids into her breasts.
It's supposed to just be another procedural.
Oh shit.
Boom.
Action, people. Here we go. It's about fucking time.
I like
Holy fuck.
I like that they made this girl like this a female detective who's kind of badass.
She
She's
ain't
really
putting up
the
no bullshit, and she's a black lady too, man. This movie's like trendsetter.
yeah. They were complaining. I was reading a lot of things that like this originally had like an NC-17 rating.
What?
And they cut out a couple of like scenes and then got it down to an R. I'm like, I don't even understand what makes this an R.
I don't either.
Like this, but they were like, it's just so. This is a horror. Oh,
This is amazing.
I thought that he was still using her hand to shoot. I thought it was gonna like use
Totally.
that would have been very
Yeah.
John Woo.
Oh, girl, it's getting cold, girl. Oh no, don't wreck your gambit jacket.
What's hilarious to me is when she did the low budget Fear of a Black Hat. It probably felt like a giant step up for her.
Oh yes. Even after this.
Yeah. So this movie actually.
Oh, here we go.
And again, I'm not like. Well, I do know where the money went, but the movie cost $18 million to make.
That's not bad, actually, man.
It's not too bad, but I mean, like the movie feels very low budget. It feels like it cost them $10 million to have
All these
Van
squibs.
No, just yeah, it was a squib heavy movie, but like Van Damme was really the bulk of the budget.
Van Damme's ass.
Yeah,
Van Damme's actually relatively cheap. It's his buttocks that you're paying
yeah,
for.
exactly. And his no carb diet, but but yeah, it made $32.6
Oh, he's
million
French. I'm sure he throws a
domestically.
baguette in there every now and then. Sorry,
No
what?
doubt. It made $32.6 million domestically. It opened number 2 behind The Fugitive.
Sweet.
It came out the same week as Surf Ninjas, which
Nice.
opened like number 9 or something like that. It opened, or what else too? It beat Jason Goes to Hell, which opened the week earlier.
How dare you, Van Damme? You're lucky that it's you. You're lucky.
And then it moved to number 3 behind Needful Things, like when that came out.
Stephen King?
And The Man Without a Face also came out and finished in 4th behind this that week. And then Needful Things dropped and Man Without a Face
Take
came
her
out.
earrings.
Yeah, you might as well.
She's dead.
And he's dead. She's dead. You're homeless.
Yeah.
So like, just
You gonna take the cop car or nothing?
like, I feel like they should have just snuck little homeless things in for him. Like, just he's like, like they're sitting there and they're like, we really have to figure this out. And he just reaches into a garbage can and starts eating like half a hot dog.
He's a character actor. He would have dug right in there.
Yeah.
I loved the Van Damme and JCVD.
Yeah.
What a great monologue he had in that movie, eh? There's some
really
sweet
remember
motorcycles. John Woo is obsessed with slow-mo and motorcycles and doves.
Yes. And if ever a dove could ride a motorcycle in slow-mo for him,
Oh my God.
he would stop making movies.
That's in the Lance Henriksen cut. Actually,
like
in the Lance Henriksen cut, it is, the twist is that he is a dove.
Yeah. I was going to say he's Lance Henriksen, but his sidekick is Arnold Voss.
That is terrible. Get out.
Why was that a bad bad
Dove.
impression of a dove?
Here we go. Look. Just like this, jump right over it.
Yeah.
Oh, stunt guy hair.
Yeah, it's a good stunt guy.
It's a good thing that those boxes were all piled up there.
Yeah, they're like, meet me where that guy's moving under the bridge.
Yeah.
Who has, like, honestly, even somebody who's moving, who has that many boxes?
Nowlands. It
Like-
all looks the same, man. You go to the States, it all looks like this. This could be anywhere in the States, man. Detroit, anything.
Yeah, this reminds me of Buffalo. But that's not to say that you guys are the only people that plays that look like this.
No
We have a place.
shit.
We have a place called Hamilton.
Here we go.
That looks
Check
like every
this
place.
out.
This reminds me a little
This
bit
is
of.
it.
This reminds me a little bit of the Matrix 2,
Fucking
the
A,
Matrix
man.
Revolutions scene.
Come on, Van Damme, baby. No fear, baby.
Well, a little bit of fear.
Yeah. Look at that mullet.
Oh God.
Is that a mullet? Yeah,
It is a
that's
mullet. Oh, look at how puffed out he is because of his. This is like, look at when you see the other
Yeah, well,
shot.
his shirt's like
It could.
look
That's
at this.
that's why they have it blowing, because it's clearly a different body type. Look at it could not be more clearly not him.
No way.
Uh,
Oh my God, this is the best part right here. Oh. Oh.
Here's my thought.
This-
He also killed all of them. Why didn't he just drive around them?
No way.
There's no.
Boom. Can you actually stand on a motorcycle for that long and it doesn't fuck off on you?
Well, he
Yes,
could.
you could. You could drive without.
So
Oh,
this
wait, now
part-
they're gonna run over the girl that he tried to save up there.
I'm actually now like a little disappointed
Oh,
that
yeah.
this scene was essentially ripped off for the Matrix.
18 mil.
I like that he just gave like a Macaulay Culkin yes. Like he killed him. He's like, yeah,
Look at
got him.
slow-mo. Oh yeah.
Oh, so good.
That's what I'm talking about. The old mullet run.
Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yep. It's like you don't even know it's there. Where'd Chicky face? Oh my God.
Oh, she died.
See, boom. I like how John Woo does that kind of thing.
Yeah.
How did he miss? We saw. He hit that thing.
Yeah.
Which
Well-
I don't know whether it would explode like that if a bullet hit it.
A, it wouldn't explode because it's not filled with air.
It's probably filled with sand.
B, it bullet would pass through that like a knife through butter.
Yeah.
And C,
It probably would just rip open a little bit.
yeah.
Let's
I
see.
didn't have a C. I just rule
They're
of
filled with Nickelodeon gack.
rule of 3. Yeah.
They got to get rid of that shit somehow.
That would be amazing. It's just like that corn. It's just like the simple cornstarch and water combo, though, where like you hit it hard and it's like
Right, it turns. I love that shit. Remember getting that crap stuck all over the windowsill downstairs, and it was all stuck. And I was like, "Eee."
that's what you were
All over
saying
the
it was at the
radiator.
time.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
like, yeah, it must be gack.
But
Why is it all in your socks? I don't want to talk about
I don't
it.
know.
Why is it next
That's
to
where
your
gack
Playboy?
comes from. Oh yeah, back in the day when Playboys actually were like good enough, you know? Oh yeah,
That's why I'm glad they kind of just gave up on being pornography.
yeah. Because
They're like-
yeah, what the hell?
They're like, we're not going to make them women. We're not going to make the women like naked anymore because really, what's the point?
Yeah, seriously.
That was why I actually had a thing because they're like, Jane Seymour is going to be in Playboy, and I'm like, oh wow,
Well, they're
that's
still like
crazy.
half
And
naked,
then I'm
right?
like,
It's still like a bikini magazine.
yeah, but that's even worse though. I'm like,
I was looking at that
like,
new Sports Illustrated, man. It was pretty filthy.
Yeah.
Pretty filthy. Like the chick with no leg.
Yeah.
Big gals, small gals. I liked it. Alien gals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Atlanteans.
they got their best of.
Oh, here's Buddy. The old woo-ha. Watch, he's wearing the black hat.
I want one of these guys. They actually made
This
a sequel to
guy.
this. That's
Buddy lighting the cigar.
Yeah, Sven Ole
Was he
Sigurdsson
in
or whatever.
Abraxas Guardian of the Galaxy? Or Abraxas Guardian of the Universe? He looks like the bad guy.
He may well be, but he was in The Running Man. And
Yes.
he's in a lot of things along that ilk.
I like this scenery here.
He's only got one line in this movie, and they dubbed it because he's got like a thick Danish accent.
Right.
So they're like, so they just
I
kind of.
think he is in Running Man.
I don't know why I'm really noticing all the trees in this movie. I'm like, they're
I
so
know,
cool.
because
looking.
now Orland's got cool trait. This looks like where the trees attacked Mary Pippin or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
This looks like this looks like a good place to make a fort.
Oh my god, this
No.
looks like every tree we found like a nudity card.
Exactly, like a nudie cutter. You know what? That forest looks like a great place to be touched. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a
great place.
It's a great place to touch. There's no such thing as a great place to be touched.
Yeah, there is. I just said it.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh my god, is this the part right here? It's coming, eh? Oh yeah, it is totally. Watch this. Everybody at home watch this. It's amazing.
Oh.
The lump on his head pulsates when danger's around.
This is when he stops being JCVD and starts being the crocodile hunter.
It sort of is, eh? It sort of is like Van Damme.
I'm surprised
Crocodile.
he never once jump spin kicks a croc in this entire movie.
I know, like they really dropped a lot of balls here.
Yeah. There were a lot
But,
of
there is a reptile drop kick coming up here.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, is he hitting on me? Oh, here we go.
Her
Kiss
teeth
me.
are weird.
Kiss me, Gambit.
Those were weirdly square
Oh,
teeth.
my God. And they're just having,
That is
caught a piece of her hair, too.
that snake is more fake than the one in like Hot Shots Part 2, which was basically ripping this off.
Oh, my God. No way.
Hey, I like that he's
Don't
like,
look at them.
see that slap on the head was like, I know.
Unconscious.
That slap on the head.
Actually, Snake looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah. No, I
What are you talking about? Snakes look fake. Oh, my God. Real snakes look fake as shit.
This is a great idea, though. What he just did.
Rip its rattler off.
Yeah.
So that when he goes back to those rattlesnake friends, they make fun of him.
No, this part. Where he upsets a snake that you can't hear it rattle.
It's like 4 days later it comes out of the tree. Oh my God, buddy.
Well, it does take time to properly rile up a snake.
Nice.
I love how unimpressed Lance Henriksen is. I'd like to think that most of his hunts have gone like this, which is why he's like, these two are so cool about it.
Yeah, he's like, not again.
just
Jesus.
They're like, we really got to stop taking
How
like
are we still in
ex-vets
business?
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we need to we should be getting like drunken teenagers to be doing this shit.
Shoot, it's like a cruise. They're gonna run into Victor Crowley out there.
Could you imagine? Find like your basic stereotypical millennial. Now, obviously, there are
They are
millennials,
all
like, yeah.
stereotypical.
I'll disagree, but either way,
Is there a hyena on your balcony?
it sounded like it.
The fuck was that?
Either that, or that we've got some groupies on the balcony, and they're like all holding up signs like "Good Morning America."
This is your baby. She's holding up a,
God.
like a black Mexican kid. This is your baby time.
That could
I'm
be
like,
me.
What? Like what?
Here we go.
You know,
folks.
they're all mine. Oh my God, here he is.
Somebody's distilling the cure for diabetes
Here
up
we-
in here. Wilford Brimley, who's
Based
going
on
to be at
Quaker
Comic-Con.
oatmeal. Oh my God, I'm gonna get him to sign my Hard Target underwear.
Oh my God.
It's got a target on the ass and a rattlesnake on the front.
I've got a brown line around the back where you can sign along.
Yeah, I had a couple of blowouts recently.
I feel like, though, based on his own quotes, I was reading his IMDb page today, and his own quotes, I feel like he's not going to be a personable gentleman, and I'm not going to approach
Oh,
him.
you think he's gonna be pretty crabby, eh?
Well, he's sitting there, he's like, I like people. He's like, but I don't do very well with people, and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to pay to get your autograph. I don't really understand why he's doing there.
Come on, what the fuck is he? You know?
Well, just with his age and stuff like that, it's so out of his realm that he's gonna be like sitting there and like somebody's gonna want to shake his hand. He's like, "What do I want to shake your hand for? What have you ever contributed?"
Can you? Did you star in Hard Target? No, but I did do an off-Broadway version of it.
Yeah.
Not good enough. You didn't make the right choice.
I feel like
That's-
Timac also would have been in that.
Yeah,
Broadway.
exactly. Getting your ass kicked by Wilford Brimley's the right choice.
Wilford Brimley's first role was an uncredited role in True Grit, like the original True Grit.
Good movie.
And he was, and he played a role called Minor Role. So he didn't even have like a character. He didn't even have
Really?
like they didn't even have a description for what
Like
he was doing.
White guy waving in background.
Well, because
That's me.
Because I can tell you, Ted Raimi's role in this is Man on Street. That's
Yeah,
at least
Man on Street.
a very
yeah, okay,
vague,
well,
and that
was
lays
that
it all
guy.
out. He's minor role, which means he's not on a street. He's like in the middle of a field, just standing there.
Sweet.
But he's not the only one, so you couldn't just have him be like man. You couldn't be Man in Field. He was in the China Syndrome, The Thing, The Natural, Cocoon. Back in the day, he was Howard Hughes' bodyguard.
No way.
Yeah, like this guy, and
Really?
yeah, and it was funny because while I was
The
reading,
crazy guy?
yeah, like
That's Howard Hughes,
the
the guy.
alien,
Yeah.
and
His old rifle. It's the
so-
rifle he killed his dad with.
yeah.
Slow-mo dust.
Oh man. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just speed up the spots where whenever it's slow mo's I'll speed
Yeah.
it up in here. But the
That would make the movie way too enjoyable. Okay.
it's hard to see him
That was
without
a
just the
niche.
mustache. I don't really know who he is. He does a good Cajun though.
Yeah, he does actually. I feel like it's really stereotypical, but I still dig it.
Yeah, but those guys exist though.
I'm a 80s guy, so the more stereotypical, the more I feel it's believable.
Yeah, but my favorite thing about Wilford Brimley is he has some weird stances on shit. He's from Utah, and he campaigned for horse race gambling in Utah. Like he was like everything he campaigns for is always on like if you're setting a moral barometer, he's always on the wrong side of it. Because he
Sweet.
also campaigned against the banning of cockfighting.
Nice. So
he's
he's into
like-
like animal torture and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's one of them guys.
Well, now with the
We
first
should
one with
be
the
able
horse
to
racing.
smack our wives.
With the
just once.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably that guy who's like you could hit, like he got it set in Alabama, where it's like you could hit your wife if the belt's like less than 2 inches in
Exactly.
thickness
And there's
or
only
whatever.
one big hook on it.
Yes.
You know? It's
Yeah.
called
Or
humanity.
one big hook or 3 little hooks.
Yes.
I feel like they put him in boots that were weirdly uncomfortable, so he would walk weird.
I think so.
Like-
Well, you have to, right? When you're
Yeah.
in the New Orleans.
Like the way they put Hayden Christensen and like his outfit was his Darth Vader outfit was too tight.
Did you see that wipe?
Yeah.
Oh my god! They just had a Star Wars wipe.
I didn't see it there, but I watched the movie recently at work, like it was on at work, and I saw it.
Here we go.
Yeah, so this is this guy's like only line in the entire movie, and it's not his voice. Once
Guns
again,
a blazing.
yeah.
Whoa,
So-
whoa.
So when we say we want to ban AR-15s, this is kind of what we're getting at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want to break
Look
into somebody's New Orleans ranch and just shoot the place out? Oh, here comes the Jeep.
Somebody's gonna.
And I knew
accomplish-
somebody with that exact Jeep.
Oh, really? Was his name Sam Neill, and did he live at Jurassic Park?
Oh my god, he did!
Yes.
He wouldn't take me to the park, but he let me see the outside.
Well,
of
he
it.
knows what would go. Take drink, but do not spill. He killed the grass. That's
So
where
when did they decide to hunt Van Damme?
when he like basically uncovered there.
Okay, because they weren't like, we're going to hunt this guy, but now they are because they're trying to get rid of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he was never.
Whoa!
Whoa!
His like Spidey sense went all fucking, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, full body
oh,
burn.
But you can see
Yeah.
he's wearing the mask.
Oh, yeah. It's all good though, man. You know, in a full body burn, you're like, come on.
Yeah, but usually like they put on like a human face mask or something, like so it looks like it's a face still.
He's just some random beekeeper that walked by on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, here are our hunters, Sven and Burlap Joe.
Burlap Joe is amazing at trivia.
Yeah. Oh, he's really good.
Amazing.
But he never gets the answers right because his answers are always.
I like how he's such like a crazy conspiracist, like, you know, gun crazy American, that he's got his whole house rigged up to explode, but he has to trigger it exactly the way he just did there, which is an arrow through a mason jar filled with like, you know,
Yes.
like an old gas lantern or something.
I love how crazy he is. Those are my favorite guys.
Ah! He looks like the dude from RoboCop that gets melted only later on in life.
Originally, I guess this scene was supposed to end in a boat race or a boat chase of some sorts. I don't know if it was going to be like what the hell was that? He just like Michael Jackson.
He's tired of this happening on every hunt.
Yeah.
He's like, why are we in this business? Everybody gets away. They always make it to the river.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck? Half the people that paid are dead.
He's like, and he has to call his boss. He's like, Mr. Trump, you've lost another business.
He's like, there's a spelling mistake on the laminated brochure.
Can't believe it.
Boudreaux. Do you think that Wilford Brimley was totally cool with the fact that he just was in an awesome explosion? Like riding away from a huge explosion and it was clearly him?
I feel like it's not the first time it happened. Like that, it's tame compared to what happens in his real life.
Well, because people are probably trying to blow him up all the time because of his wonderful views on animal love.
Yeah, he tells like a great story about him, Jessica Tandy, and God, what's the name of the other old guy in Cocoon? Hume Cronin. And it's like we were all out and we got into a giant bar fight and we ended up having.
Oh, Jessica Tandy was a beast.
Oh Jesus!
She would stab you with a broken bottle just for looking at her.
Yeah, and almost every single story about her, scissoring is involved.
Oh yeah,
she's always old lady scissoring up
big
against
time.
like a young drug addict.
A young drug addict, sort of her thing. She wasn't addicted to drugs, but she had to rub that snatch on something that was.
Yeah. It made her feel...
Even like a pill dispenser machine, good enough,
As long as Tuesday was open.
Yeah, exactly. Tuesday's always open for me, baby. Tuesday's gone, girl. Tuesday's gone. Wait, Tuesday, shut up.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'd just
Can't
like to
even
put it
take
out
you
there.
To the movies.
I just want to put it out there that the antibiotics I was on for my bronchitis didn't work.
Yay! Have a
So I'll be going back to the doctors
All
tomorrow
right.
to sort this out.
What? Oh shit!
Tell me how that helicopter got. I feel like they had to like do a little deforestation of like exactly the width of those blades so that thing could go up.
I would have jumped the horse and smashed the horse headfirst into the helicopter. A la T2.
Yeah, I feel bad for the horse because it doesn't know that explosions are going to happen around it.
Oh, I'm sure they told it.
Well, yeah.
It's his fault if he's not listening.
Yeah, exactly. He speaks horse, right? I don't know. Our director doesn't speak English, so let's fucking figure it out.
Exactly, right? What the shit?
I like that
At least the movie
around the...
Like it upped the action ante. Like there's not a lot in the beginning, but now the whole ending is like all action from that one point on.
But again, I don't count any of this as violence.
Huh?
Like that guy got shot, but you don't see anything. Like other than him just going like, I'm shot. I hate watching horses have to fall.
Yeah, I know. It should be all CG, right?
Well, I mean, then
or whatever. Now, back then they were just like, we got 3 horses.
Actually, I say that, but this was out the exact same time as Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was 11 weeks in when this movie came out. So
see those Bose headphones? They still rocking Bose back then, man.
Oh yeah, they were always good.
I wonder how long Bose has been around for.
They came out in 1630. They used to just be to cover up your ears so like bugs wouldn't crawl in.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Great trivia on Bose.
Yeah, so congratulations, guys.
Fantastic headphones. Congrats.
Keeping things from burrowing into our brains
Giant
since
clock
1902.
factory. Oh my God, yes, the factory. You gotta have the John Woo.
Yeah.
This is a factory that used to make doves.
I was going to say, it looks like it makes steampunk gears.
Yeah, exactly. Steampunk gear and doves.
Yeah.
Just shooting anything.
Oh, there's some sparks, too. What the fuck?
I know, it's like the weirdest slow-mo shots for no reason.
And, like, again, why is this abandoned thing riddled with doves?
That's where they go.
Not a pigeon to be found or like any kind of weird. I don't know what the.
I told you it was a dove fact. Oh my God, that looks like your trunk.
I just take for granted that we have the exact same birds as everywhere else, but these places obviously have different birds. They have like cranes and shit like that.
Oh, they got all types of things going on here, man.
See, this is another reason why everybody should just have handguns and not like automatics. It doesn't take 40 minutes to put together your handgun.
Yeah, but then you can shoot for like 20 minutes straight at
That's true.
homeless people that you're,
I saw actually somebody
trying to kill.
Somebody made a great meme I saw the other day. It was like friendship. When one person, it's just a picture from Predator. He's like, when one person is firing his gun into the forest screaming, so you join him firing your gun into the forest screaming. Because that's essentially what that scene was. Nobody even stopped to
him.
ask what's happening. He's like, oh, I guess I better start firing my gun into this forest.
That's good luck. If you get pooped on by a bird, you should go and get a lottery ticket.
Yes.
Unless you work at like the bird sanctuary, because then you're just going to be wasting a lot of money on tickets.
Okay, so
a pigeon.
Why did he call him pigeon? He's not a pigeon.
Good thing that was there.
He should. There should have been a thing where he was like good at soccer.
Whoa! Blast him right out the window.
That's a gigantic explosion for a small can of gas.
Oh my god, buddy's still holding on to the motorcycle. What a champ. Oh my god, what a trooper that guy is.
I literally was just going to say, I want them to cut to another shot of Wilford Brimley wildly riding his horse through the forest. But I wanted both of his arms out, still just going like, yeah.
That's how he rides.
Like Lee Marvin and Cat Ballou when he's all drunk and hung over the side.
Oh yeah, it's like almost falling right off it. Oh, here we go, yeah.
I don't know how popular that one is with people who listen to our show, but we got to do Cat Ballou.
Cat Ballou's awesome.
Cat Ballou is one of my favorite all-time Western movies, even though it's a comedy.
It's good.
It's so good.
Do you think that the fact that he's cornered and outnumbered 20-1 matters?
No.
What is this in the timeline of the Van Dams?
Definitely way after Cyborg and definitely way before Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Right.
Here, let me look. I looked up his IMDb today because I wanted to see if he had any other projects coming out. He's got 2. He's got We Die Young and The Bouncer, but I looked through and nobody else is in these movies, so these are not even straight to Netflix. I don't know why. I don't know what it gets sent to.
It goes straight to the Pacifica Mall,
where
it shows up as a blank DVD with the words of the movie written onto it.
I was gonna say it was just like it's an email in like a loot crate, like like subscription
it's just the code.
Thing. Yeah, it's just... What the hell? What is that face? That is terrible. Is that Thomas the Tank Engine?
Oh my god, it is Thomas the Tank Engine if he was one of the insane clown posse. Like, Jesus Christ. I think I've seen that, like, that's the beginning of Prometheus or some shit.
Thomas is a juggalo.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
All these creepers. These are like defuncts from the Mexican Macy's Day Parade. Like, oh, man. They look
That's
pretty
how
sweet,
it is, though.
actually. Like...
Actually, I was pretty impressed. I've watched the American Idol auditions and stuff like that.
That's the best part.
And they were in New Orleans, and they were in like where all of these things are held and stuff like that. So like when the person entered, there were a bunch of the floats around and stuff. Like that. It was pretty cool.
Look, he's even got a bird hanging on his shoulder. Yeah. There's a pigeon.
I feel like at one point Chris Rock was the voice of that bird going, "Don't go in that fucking room."
That would be amazing. That's your real branch off story.
Like, I feel like
Van Damme's shoulder and that pigeon. Buddy comedy.
And literally not Van Damme. Van Damme's shoulder.
Yes,
you
exactly.
Only ever see. But Van Damme plays
it's
Van
really
Damme's
him,
shoulder.
though. Well,
still,
yeah, come on.
They didn't get his weird
And how the
man.
fuck did he get up there?
Well, I don't know, chains.
Chains.
That's how everybody else did.
Remember when Chains came after the big boss man? He broke out of prison.
Oh, good. That guy got... Oh, no, Nails.
Oh, my God. Nails. Nails.
Yeah, he beat up Vince McMahon and got fired.
The swish came off of my wrestling belt.
Really?
I need to get glue. I want to talk to them, but I don't know, like, because I ordered it through, their website. So, like, I don't know if I can put in a complaint or...
Oh, of course you can.
The thing costs $500.
Yeah, of course you can put in a complaint.
And I mean, I'm sure I can just super glue it in, but I mean, it shouldn't have even... Oh, my God, here we go. Here it is. Look at this. There's some more slow-mo.
Yeah.
This is his line.
This was an accident. His jacket caught fire by accident, and he just acted through it, and that is the take that we see.
Really?
That was never planned, and it just caught, and he just went, and like, the only thing, if I was the director of this movie, and he did that,
like the back of his head was gonna light on fire.
Because like the safety people are all freaking out, but he's just acting, and he's getting the coat off, and he goes, the only thing I'd be able to do is blow him at the end of that. Just go like, you're the most amazing person in the world.
Sweating.
Oh God. This place.
This is the kind of action movie. This is the shit that they don't make them like this anymore, baby. This is the kind of fucking action movie I want.
Yeah.
Like I need, this is what I was going to fucking say before.
All right.
When you're saying, like fucking Vin Diesel had to have a guy's face on it. Mm-hmm. These guys aren't fucking Tom Cruise, man.
No.
No, not at all.
No. I hope Tom Cruise does our show. For how much
He will.
you talk more about him than the Church of
Oh
Scientology.
my God, yes.
Well, can I just point this out? This has happened in a few things I've watched and a few things we've watched here. Don't punch a guy in the helmet. The helmet is meant to protect the head.
Oh, that's the way he kicked a guy off the motorcycle too, and all I thought of was Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
He's not even. Now he's dead.
I love that.
Kick.
I love the straight
There
fall.
goes the
where, like,
doves.
he doesn't collapse. He just like does like one like tip over like a timber. Okay, so we were asking what Van Damme did. So,
Let me take a guess.
Okay, so what was the movie?
First movie was he was the bad guy in it, and it was not No Retreat, No Surrender. It was shit. It was called. Okay, I can't think of it.
Okay, well, I'm just thinking the movies before and after this movie.
Okay, so just before
Okay.
Kickboxer.
No, yeah, Kickboxer was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movies.
Whoa.
Prior to this, he had a small role in The Last Action Hero playing himself.
Okay.
But prior to that, he did Nowhere to Run,
This is Nowhere to Run time.
Universal Soldier,
Sweet movie.
Double Impact, Death Warrant, Lionheart, and then Kickboxer. That's how
Oh,
far back
Jesus. Look at Wilford
Now-
Brimley just right through the
Now,
neck.
afterwards, and keep in mind, this is like 2 a year. Like, that only went back to 80, I listed 6 movies, and that went from 93 to 89. Now,
I forgot about Universal Soldier. That movie's fucking awesome.
after that, you got Time Cop came right after this, then Street Fighter, then Sudden Death. Like, this is right when Street Fighter came out is the beginning of the end for him. Because it was that, then Sudden Death, then The Quest, Maximum Risk, Double Team, Knockoff, Legionnaire. And what I think Knockoff was
And
the first
list
straight to
goes
DVD.
on. Yeah.
And yeah, then it just kind of all falls apart. But like, let's just play the game of credits for him for a second. So the first.
Oh my God, look at that huge flip.
Yeah. His first ever role was in Woman in a Twilight Garden. He played moviegoer / man in garden is an uncredited thing. That was in 1979. Then he was spectator in First Dance Sequence in Breakin'.
Oh my God, he was?
Yeah. Then he was uncredited in Missing in Action playing Soldier.
Sweet.
And then in a movie called Monaco Forever, he played Gay Karate Man.
He played a gay karate man in most of his films.
I agree.
What the hell?
Then-
He's pretty typecast after that one.
No Retreat, No Surrender was 86.
No Retreat, No Surrender. He was in that.
And then it was Bloodsport, then Black Eagle, then Cyborg.
Black Eagle. That's the movie I was thinking of.
I don't
where he's
think
the
I've
bad
seen-
guy. You've seen it.
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I must have seen it with you.
Yeah.
Cyborg is the one, like, I always felt like Cyborg was his first movie.
Cyborg was awesome too.
Because it looks like the old, oh my
It
God.
does look like it looks like they actually did make that movie in a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Yeah.
They built a camera together out of some old toilet paper tubes and like the battery part that you put into a doll.
Yeah. Like the
And
highest
like
tech thing.
like the lens of someone's old,
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah, the highest tech thing in the whole movie was the dude's contacts.
Yeah.
But
Fender.
Fender, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
But this is one of the, like, he's one of those guys who has, I feel like, between like him and Schwarzenegger, guys who have accents and stuff like that, he's the only guy where they ever make an attempt to actually like explain his accent.
Right.
Like in True Lies, no explanation everywhere. Why would
No
he
fucks given.
Why would he be Austrian in like Terminator? Even?
That's literally what I was thinking when they're like, why does this robot from the future have an Austrian accent?
Right. It was just.
It was
like,
a robot. They got to make a choice.
Well, I loved what they did in that scene from that was like the deleted scene from Terminator 3 or whatever, when it shows Arnold Schwarzenegger as like the prototype for the body.
wait.
Hi.
Here's the John Woo.
Oh God.
Every John Woo movie's got to have the
And our first miscast TV
back-to-back.
sketch.
Yep. You got to have the back to back.
Yeah.
We should have been shooting at each other.
Nice. Then this exact scene takes place in Face Off too, except with mirrors.
Yeah.
Hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Wow, he ends up having a better career than Van Damme when it's all said and done. Ouch. He was
Ouch.
the one thing I think it would have been hilarious if, like, because they're obviously missing each other, but it would be hilarious if what you see that they're way off from each other, like they went in
They're
different
on other
directions.
sides of the factory. They just think that they're
Yeah, it's like he goes
What?
this way, but then that guy can't go that way, so he goes right, and they're just going further and further away from each other, and so shooting.
Look at this guy. I love it. You know what? This whole scene here in the warehouse
Yeah.
is like non-comprehensible, like scenes after one after another. Like suddenly he's up here.
Yeah.
And then he's like Jason Voorhees, like in the woods, and then suddenly he's over here
Yeah.
killing this guy, and he's pushing a dumpster, and then suddenly, you know what I mean? He's doing a flip, and he's over here, and
Well, and just the
shoots everybody in the dick too.
the definition of meaningless too. The guy for no reason in that other room that he shoots had a grenade, and then it just blows up behind him after he shoots him. And then he shot that guy.
Boom.
Instead of shooting the guy in the head once, he shot him in the stomach 60 times. Why is that floor lubricated so he can slide? Like he just
I love it though, man.
he
It's
just
just blowing
risky
up
business
everywhere.
slid across the room. Except he had a stuntman do it, and Tom Cruise
They
slid across
should-
the thing on his own in Risky Business.
I'm surprised that they didn't have a rumble. Like these two guys should have fisticuffed it up, you know?
That was, and I think
Like
that
what
that
the
is
shit?
like that is the big misstep of pairing John Woo and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Right.
Actually, it was something that was interesting was the reason that Van Damme got this with John Woo and stuff like that. They met in Hong Kong while he was shooting Kickboxer.
Ah.
And because he wanted to meet him and stuff like that. He's like, here, take this. You'll need it on your quest.
On The Quest. On
Yes.
your film, The Quest.
That would have been amazing. And then at the end of the quest, somebody like goes to shoot
Yeah.
a gun at him and he just throws a grenade. And you're like, where'd you get that grenade? He's like, from an old friend. Like,
Yes.
just like, but it should have been like at the
And
end. when he's
nobody
like the old,
knows, like, so, like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
Should have been like at the end when he's the old man, though,
Yeah.
or the beginning. Like,
Oh, look. Oh, here we go. This is the line.
this is where what tells me that they were gay lovers. Like they weren't. This was. Oh, what's he turning into? Oh no, he's got
Werewolf?
an alien in his chest.
Yeah. He's a werewolf.
Yeah, everybody's a werewolf. Didn't you know?
Look at
Oh God. But like, look at his body for a minute. Like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
would hurt like a son of a bitch. I gotta tell you, I had a couple of oranges in a bag the other day, and I had left them a little bit too long. Like I had forgot them in my car, and then I went down, and I'm like, I don't think they're good now, so I'm not gonna eat them. So I went to take them to like there was a dumpster, and I went to go take them over to that, and I'm like, I can't resist, and I gave it a couple of swings, and I hit the wall with it, and it hit with such force. I'm like, oh my God, now I know. Like
Yeah.
when people say I'm gonna hit you with a sack of oranges, I'm like, that is extreme.
Because this happens, man.
Ugh.
Used to be a form of medieval torture. Or like you could throw a couple doorknobs in there, even a couple bars of soap, man.
I just figured that-
Oh my God, look at the moves.
I just figured that that's how Tropicana gets their 100% pure orange juice. They just beat Mexicans.
Beat the shit out of them. Yeah, you think that they actually like it's mean because you think they're going down to there to pick them? No.
No.
They get the juice beaten
Yeah.
out of them.
Yeah, they come there and they're like, "What's happening with that?" He's like, "No, they're all picked. Line up." Whack,
Just
whack.
wail.
The good news is you get 2 days. You for every day you work, you get 2 days off to heal.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is the line.
I love these things where they're just like, let's yell a lot. How would it feel to be hunted?
I don't know, you tell me.
This is a very poorly shot scene.
Yes, it is.
This is like, hey, John Woo. And people, like, at this point, people were in love with John Woo. And they had every reason to be. Things like
Yes.
Hard Boiled and all these
Hard
things.
boil
like-
is fucking awesome.
Once a Thief and The Killer. And, like, he had a lot of,
There's weird zoom ins and stuff all the time. I'm like, what the? More slow mo.
Slow-mo fire is great. But this is like they couldn't edit it together properly, so they're just like dissolving into a thing. Now, while I say like poor editing and stuff like that, don't watch our Miscast TV sketches and say, hey, wait a minute. But
Yeah, yo. We don't got no big budget fucking,
No. yeah,
Oh, shit, yeah.
I would say both of our sketches cost us $0. So
Exactly.
that's how we roll.
And Wilford Brimley is flailing wildly on a horse
In
through
both of
most
them.
of it.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
our Ted Raimi.
Oh, he's going after Pops.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
I like that it's not even like stylistic. It's just, I'm gonna stab him in the chest and that'll be the end of it.
I got your girlfriend by the hair, bro.
Oh my God,
I like that right there. I
Yeah,
remember that
the
when he
twist.
whatever. No, the thing all in his. He's got the three pieces of
yeah.
shrapnel stuck in his face or
I'm
whatever.
down with that. No, but he just did that twist of the arrow in the hair to like hold her in place, and I was like, oh my God. I saw something where some like
He's not even sweating.
No. ugh. This is just so. Why is she
We
not
had, like,
sweating?
Lance.
He's glistening.
Who could be okay for coolest voice? Two guys that take over for our podcast for one weekend because we go to Comic-Con because we got to go play in the Splatoon 2 international tournament in Japan.
God. Okay.
So Lance Henriksen, who's the other one?
That's
I'm trying to think of who else is a super cool, like, Morgan Freeman.
Although I don't want to
or,
go like I don't want to go the
Jack
obvious.
Palance.
Jack Palance. Yeah, it's gonna be. No, we've got a gruff voice.
So we have to
I
go
was
the
like,
other
we
way.
need
You
something-
can't have two gruffers.
If I was gonna do it, it would be Sam Elliott.
Right, Sam Elliott.
Would be the answer to that question. But I want to get
like,
somebody different. I want somebody with a rich voice who's. Not...
What about Buddy from? He's always voices and everything. He's in like Pet Sematary. White guy. He does like Lex Luthor and the DC animated stuff. That guy's pretty good. I can't think of his name. Oh, he was in. He was the dude from Starship Troopers. He was one of their teachers. Not See You at the Party Richter. The other one.
The other one was Rue McClanahan.
Yeah.
Those were the two teachers. Were those two?
Well, he was somebody else in there. Maybe it was a commander or something. I'll fuck with this. She should have done the I love purple. That's what she should have done. That would have gotten him.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Loaded for me.
She just
You should have. No, you should have started running already. Like, why does it? You know what I mean?
No, but you know
That's
what?
like
Yeah.
That's almost Aliens.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that music is very.
Who's that?
Aliens. But what screams to me is more than why didn't he run first? It's like when the girl realizes he doesn't have a loaded weapon.
Yeah.
Why does she just not load his weapon?
Well,
What's
the
she
moment
going to do?
pulls
Shoot
out,
him with
like,
his not loaded weapon?
Well, no, but he had the arrow to her throat, so yeah.
I suppose.
Jeez, you got shot, Lance. You got fucking just a super Van Damme kicked. Boom, flaming board.
This just reminds me of like a wrestling match.
I want to be like instead of a flaming board, I want to have like a flaming crowbar.
Oh my god!
I'll be called Flame Bar.
Flame bar.
Yeah, flambe flame bar. I'll be like a French chef / mutant 80s of the night. What do you think, Captain Flame Bar?
My silence says it all. He's like
you are in awe.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're like, wow,
I mean.
I've never before always feeling like
I like
the
that
pain of the.
I like that he's reliving all of the moments that he wasn't there
Exactly,
for.
that he was not
for
there.
Brimley.
Look at
Although he
this,
was there for
eh?
the cop too. Yeah, congratulations for when a piece of wood is on fire, it will actually weaken, and then kicking it in half is not that impressive.
For real, eh?
Yeah. So I like this. Like, what? It's not over. Though.
Yeah.
What if it just was legally over?
Just
Like,
by
it's just like-
chance.
Okay, can I also point out, so the amount of time that it would have taken? Yeah, he's dead. Oh, you gotta get this thing out of my dick.
Throw it.
Oh, what is, like, I gotta take
If
it.
he would have thrown it, he would have lived.
Yeah. Oh, fuse. Like, what?
I love that. Whoop.
Like, that's out of Naked Gun. That, like, you're like, whoopsie doodle. I don't.
And what do you think you would separate it as far as you could?
Yeah.
I would have just. There's been 800 grenades tossed in this room, and none of them hurt him. So why not just throw that one?
Okay, now let's ask the most important question. John Woo, this doesn't go well for him. Sam Raimi comes in as the full-on director.
Okay.
Who does Brucey play?
Oh my God, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, well, he obviously
Bruce
somebody's getting replaced by
Campbell
Bruce
would
Campbell.
have to be. He wouldn't be Lance Henriksen.
Yeah.
I would put Bruce Campbell as Wilford Brimley. Yeah.
Hey,
Or
share,
some-
zero ability to. I
would have
that.
said Buddy. Renfield or whatever, right? That guy.
No, for my
But-
money, the guy who was giving out the
Oh,
hooker. thing.
I think he could have been the guy who just point your titties north and step on the gas.
That's not enough of a role though. He had like
not
one
enough.
line.
Okay, I can see
That's
him
why-
being the guy with the flyers.
Yeah, it's,
Or he would be like hobo number one, her dad.
yeah.
That's some screen time.
too-
Just like in Congo.
He's too friggin'.
I was
like,
so excited for him in
charming,
Congo. I was like, oh my God, Bruce Campbell's in Congo when he dies in like 12 seconds.
Sven Thorson, that was his name. His like name's like Sven Ole Thorson though. It's like some big long
Svan
thing.
Thorsen.
Billy Bob.
Come and get your schnitzel. It's ready.
Look at all the stunt
Wrapped
players. Is this
in
one of
wax
those ones?
paper.
I can't remember what movie it is, but I remember the first time we were watching the credits and then you saw that the stunt cast was like 20 times the size of the actual cast.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God. And
Yeah.
it wasn't like one of those like small casts. Like this movie all in all has a fairly small cast.
Yes.
It's got like,
Say it was 18 mil?
yeah, it was 18 million.
I was getting afraid. They spent all that at the end. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
This movie would have cost like $75 million now.
Well,
Probably
they
even
probably
more.
would have also looked like it cost $75 million.
Yeah.
Though. Like this, I don't know why. I
Hey
just thought
man,
Lloyd
John
Moria-
Woo, you gotta start saying he didn't like making movies here, man. He left. He was like, forget
Yeah.
this place.
Well, because it all
he-
fell apart on him.
Well, he says to the like you go in Tokyo or wherever he is there. He's like, there's one meeting.
Yeah.
They bring him into a room.
Yeah.
They're like, your last movie didn't have enough action.
Yeah.
This
More
movie
action.
needs to have a literally 71% action. And he's like, I'll give you 78%. And they're like, deal, done. This movie, he's like, oh, you want to change like where that picture is in the room? There's like you got to sit down at a meeting and there's like 50 people who don't know fuck all. You know what I mean? He was pissed off about how the process is here.
What's the name of the person who does makeup for Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Zoltar.
Zoltan. But
Same one that made Tom Hanks big.
Yeah. I just liked that. And then we talked about Cat Ballou, and Bill Ballou is the construction coordinator.
I think they got
So,
Born on the Bayou going.
wrap
Good fucking
itself up.
tune, man.
Yeah. This is probably where some of the 18 million
That's exactly,
went, right?
yeah, exactly.
But
Born on the Bayou. Everything evil.
yeah,
Born in the Bayou.
for the most part, I think.
Victor Crowley.
Swamp Monsters.
Swamp Monsters. I saw a big special on it was actually on the History Channel
Treme.
about
What?
Treme.
Yeah.
And it was about how it was the Florida Everglades, and it was how they were haunted.
Yeah.
Like super for real haunted because
Yeah.
there was apparently cults that used to go there and do fucking things, and
Nice.
yeah. So not New Orleans at all.
Yeah, so forget about it.
So bring your kids to Disney and maybe they'll get eaten by an alligator.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what though? For how many times that's happened, I'll risk it.
Me too.
I was like,
It's still the happiest place on earth.
Yeah.
There
I
were
was like-
signs everywhere.
Yeah. I was like, if nobody was worried about that dude getting his head cut off on Space Mountain, nobody's worried about
Or whatever. No, wasn't
Yeah.
it a water slide?
I don't
Some
know.
kid got his head ripped off in a water slide.
Yeah.
And they
But it
told
wasn't
the
even
guy,
by the
too.
ride. It was the guy behind him in the ride because he knew he was gonna like the ride photo. He was gonna be blocked in, so he just
Yeah.
like snapped his head
He
off.
broke it right off.
You know how it is.
He knew that the kid was
Hey,
going to shit himself while
Look
going
who's
down
part of
slide.
the FX group. Greg Nicotero from Walking Dead.
He is?
Yeah, it was Gregory Nicotero was part
Oh,
of the.
maybe he did all that blood. He was Blood
Probably.
Squib Man.
Yeah, he was like kept trying to make everybody zombies. He's like, no,
When you
can't be
say
zombies.
when all the it's like Blood Squib Bullet Crew, it's like 1,000 names,
yeah,
all of them Asian.
Squib work
John
for
Woo's Squib Crew.
Squib work for homeless guy number 2. 20 guys. Just- he was in.
Oh,
he,
93.
he was in makeup longer than, or he was in prep longer than Rebecca Romaine was for what's her face, Mystique.
For Mystique. So
Yeah.
this movie's like towards the end of his of his career. Not the
I
end of
would-
his career, but the end of like the good ones. I thought this was much earlier.
I would argue that depending on your opinions of the movies, between this or Time Cop would be his last good
Right.
movie.
What's your favorite Van Damme movie?
My favorite, Bloodsport, by a lot.
I think I like Universal Soldier, actually, now that you just said it again.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
It was a really good movie, but I just think that, I don't know, every other movie he's in, he doesn't fit in. Like, you could have put anybody else in Universal
they
Soldier in
would've,
his
yeah.
place, and it would have been a good movie.
He does stick out like a sexy sore thumb, doesn't he?
Oh, God, yeah. It's just, I don't know, like, he has no place in any of the movies he's in. Because he's a good martial artist, but then, like, he does a
I
movie
don't
like
think
this
he's more
that has
of a good
nothing to do with...
acrobatic.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, he
he's
was
just doing kicks.
Yeah,
and
but he
stuff.
was a champion. Like he.
Oh,
did,
was
like,
he?
Yeah.
Oh, I
We
thought
talked
he was
about
just
that.
like a gymnast guy.
No, he was like a full-on world champion.
Oh.
But at the same time, he was like, you do a movie like this, which has nothing to do with that, and then you're questioning why he's even doing any martial arts. Like, he's got 2 guns. Why is he like spin kicking everybody?
Right.
Right? And then, you have to then try and
Now,
like
one
balance
fisticuff.
that.
See, if I was the director of this movie, man, I would have had one big fight. He had to talk the director in The Expendables 2. He went to the director and was like, "Hey, dude, he's like, the movie's done. Like, he's like, me and Stallone haven't fought each other."
Yeah.
And the director was like, "Huh?" And he's like, and Van Damme was like, "Dude, look, like, you know all these action movies. We gotta duke it out.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta have a last fight scene." And so him and Stallone made it up that afternoon. That's why the fight scene is still kind of lame, but at least it happens.
Yeah.
Because he was, and Stallone was like, "Yeah, he's right. I must have forgot about it."
So I'm thinking about how many people from the old Rocky movies I could stick into Creed. Like,
you want to be a Creed, Van Damme?
Did you play Clubber Lang?
Yeah.
I apologize for my Sylvester Stallone. It's not on. It's not on point.
Snarl your lip up, man.
Well, the problem is
It's kind of like doing Johnny Bravo.
Right now, if I'm doing any voices for any length of time, I could feel my body go, "You're gonna cough up a lung in a minute."
Oh yeah,
So it's
you're
like,
gonna
stop.
hork up onto the old microphone.
But yeah, I think that wraps it up. Seeing as the movie's over and we're just staring at
That just wraps it up.
So as always, thank you guys so much for listening. We're gonna catch you next week. We've actually got a request.
Oh,
coming
we
at you.
do have a request.
So you will hear more about that in
It's a sweating to the oldies.
Yeah, it's the second one when you like.
We should watch something like that, man. Like an all, or like Kiana's Flex Appeal. I get up at 6 a.m, bro. Woo,
that woman was a smoke show.
Woo.
Even
for them Rip girls too, man.
My favorite thing. Only our Canadian listeners will really know this. We had a thing called Body Break. And it was never like a TV show. It was just like interstitials that like would interject like in like a commercial break and stuff like that. And the one guy's name was Hal Johnson.
And Joanna McLeod.
Yeah, Hal Johnson and Joanna McLeod. But I just thought Hal Johnson because the Green Lantern. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. He was the Green Lantern.
You're right. He is the Green Lantern.
That's probably why he doesn't have a full-on show because he doesn't have time. Because
he's the Green, and he still looks great too.
Because he's using his green ring of will. Yeah,
not recently, but semi-recent, and they both looked great.
They both look wonderful, except he doesn't have a mustache now. So I believe that he died, and they replaced him with a new.
Lionel Richie.
Yeah, pretty much.
He kind of looks like Lionel Richie.
That's why all of his new exercises are dancing on the ceiling.
Nicely done.
And then there's one where she's jogging and looking for she's like, Hal. He's like, hello, is it me you're looking for? I'd like to say I could do this all day, but those are the only two song titles of his I know.
Not bad though, not too bad.
All done. But you know what kind of computer he used to own? A Commodore 64. Oh, whoa!
I actually am surprised at your knowledge of Lionel Richie.
He's currently on. Like I just talked about watching American Idol.
You're right. So that is probably why. You're right. Now you should watch that show. Katy Perry's the devil. She raped that poor boy.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Oh, I think I just pooped myself.
Well.
I said, get ready. I thought it was going to be like, but it was like.
Yeah, like that girl blowing out the candle on her cupcake.
Yes.
All right. Well, I mean, if Lionel Richie talking stuff doesn't get
Lionel Richie gives me gas. Oh.
Yeah, let's wrap this bad boy up.
You ever had a gas boner?
I don't know what
you're
that
so
is.
gaseous that you get a boner. And you know the only way they'll get rid of the boner is if you rip a big fart in public.
How does that get... All right, we got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to leave you guys with this. Hit us up on the website, miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter. I am JK Finley. Todd's at miscasttodd. The whole show at Miscast Podcast. And make sure to check out our YouTube page, the Miscast Commentary YouTube page, and Miscast TV. We've got sketches on there, bitch. So go... Yeah, we actually we did work. We didn't just scream into microphones.
No,
for 2 hours.
Joe did work.
Well, we did work. You also did camera work and stuff.
Oh, I
like
did
that.
a couple shots. Yeah, pretty good too. When the reflection's not kicking. Oh yeah.
That was both our faults because we could have easily closed that drape.
Maybe,
but maybe not.
Yeah, you know,
it's a union thing. We got to wait it out.
Got to check with my union.
Yeah, it's the Teamsters stopped us from doing anything that made our video quality. All right, guys. Tune in next week. You're going to find out all about the request and what the movie we're doing next week.
And we will talk about the new condition that is sweeping the nation, fart boner.
Fart boner. I just assume that it's like, because if you're like in a chair
No.
farting, it vibrates
No.
and it tickles your balls.
This is what it is, okay? There's
right.
two of them. The one I just said, but there's another one too where it's you can only have a raging erection if you also have to rip a terrible fart. That's it.
Is this just like, this isn't like a sweeping problem. This is just something that you're dealing with right now. Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's fine.
I've got a raging boner.
If
I fart,
Todd,
I will lose that boner.
I know.
But may
can you
shit
please stop
myself.
wearing sweatpants to these?
Ultra tight sweatpants. I take 4 Viagras.
Yeah,
Put on
every
the tightest
time.
sweatpants I can possibly strap on.
Exactly.
And wander around the neighborhood.
He just constantly, like he just keeps waking up my wife and going, "So what are you doing now?" And he's like, and my dog's standing on it because she's small.
Or maybe it's you can only get a boner if farting is happening. Fart boner. Like, rip a big fart for me, baby. Oh, yeah, I'm hot.
Well, it's a type of porn, isn't it?
No.
I guarantee you fart
I
porn
guarantee it
exists.
must be.
Well, now I have no choice. We're looking it up. I'm putting it on my own account, baby. All right, let's see what happens.
It's already going to come up. Just say it.
Oh, yeah. What the hell is that? Something's
The
drilling
building's
its way
getting into
my
it.
building.
Even the building's
Oh,
doing it now.
Didn't take me long. Found girl fart porn videos. Yeah, it's a thing. That's disgusting. All right. Tune in next week.
Who made you look it up?
Who knows? Who knows what we're gonna uncover next week? All right, guys. We'll see you then.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.
Yeah. They're not coming back. What is that?
I have no idea.